about American Dream training, okay? Because we train and we train hard so that when it's time to actually trade, we know what the hell we're doing.
You have now stumbled into AmericanDreamTrading.com, where we trade shares and options. I will show you about swing trading, long-term trading, dividend stocks, high-yield income stocks, covered calls, cash secure puts, diagonal and credit spreads, debit spreads. I will teach you everything there is to know about the entire market. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. I can't believe I get paid to help all of you get paid. This is such a wild thing.
Welcome, welcome, welcome to American Dream Trading's The Aftermarket. I'm your host, J Video Reacts, and this is The Aftermarket. It is a lounge that's been created by traders for traders to just kick back, relax, enjoy ourselves, and talk about our day trading in the market. Hopefully you guys made money today. If you did, come on up here on the panel and tell us about it. If you did not, come on up here and tell us what happened. Maybe we can help you. I got Mark McSee in the back room. What's up, Mark? I see you, honey. I want to give a shout out to everybody who's down there in the chat. Starting off with Miranda. Welcome, honey. Welcome. I got Mark McSee. We got American Dream Trading runs on Diesel Dan, baby. Hey, Diesel. HR, aka Tiki, 1958. Miguel Lara. Steve-O! What's up, Steve-O? Kyle J. Bubbles. What's going on, honey? Mikasa Sukasa. Love it. Eric Smoto. Let's go, baby! Castle. What's going on? Chris D. What's happening, dude? All right, let's get Mark in here. Maybe not. Mark, you okay? Or you had to turn your camera off? Mark! What's going on, bud?
I'm here. I was hit the wrong button and minimized it. I was trying to find it. I'm all right.
You're good to go. You're good to go, man. Hey, listen, guys. One cool thing was we got through Thanksgiving weekend, right? We got through Thanksgiving weekend. It's Monday. Hopefully you guys made some money. Mark, did you make any money today, honey?
No.
All right, a man of a few words.
But you already know that because I sent you a message earlier. Well, we can talk about it. Hey, it ain't green days, rainbows, and unicorns every single day. So, you know.
That's true.
Some days you get unicorn farts, you know.
Well, I know Nate made 19 grand today, and he was just a couple $100 shy, or I think it was like $40 shy of 20,000. And yeah, he was pretty upset about that. So, you know, he doesn't like taking a loss either. So none of us do. That's why we're here, though. We accept the fact that losing is part of the game. You know, if you go into the trade knowing that is a, you know, and accepting that is a possibility and a probability, it makes things easier. All you got to do is make sure you manage your risks. So we're going to go ahead and we got somebody else jumping in. Hello.
Ariel.
What's going on, Ariel? All right, I tell you guys what. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and go over Coach's rules, and then we can go ahead and get into the show. Welcome to... All right, before we even get into it, you know the main rule. Do not use real money, okay? We don't need you guys blowing up your actual accounts. Paper trade if you are brand new. Rule number 1 to Coach's rules. Do not lose more than 1 to 3% of your account. period, end of your entire account, not throughout the trading day, of your total account. Don't lose more than 1 to 3%. Rule number 2, do not have more than 2 red trading days in a row. Don't be this guy, okay? If this is you, take a time out. Go get your head straight. Stop trading. Start training, okay? And stay training until you are ready. All right. Rule number 3. If you are not a master trader, you shouldn't be scalping. You should be using Coach's customized 2-minute EWO strategy. It is the only type of strategy of its kind. And Coach teaches us how to get in trades with that strategy, how to get out of trades, and how to hold on to the winners and let the losers go. All right. So definitely got to do that if you're brand new. Rule number 4, no more than 1 to 5 trades daily. If you trade more than 1 to 5 times, you'll overtrade, Nate, and you will end up revenge trading, which will end up losing you money because you'll trade against the market. I can't beat Nate up, though. He made 19 grand. Nate's beating Nate up, okay? Rule number 5, position size, guys. Position size is absolutely huge, okay? Smaller position sizes offer greater reward with less risk. It says it all right there. You know what I mean? It says it all right there. The proof is in the pudding. If you're not worried because the position size is small, right, Mark, then you can stay in the trade longer.
That's right.
All right. Rule number 6. If you are not familiar with options, do shares. I did shares all day today. I did not mess with options. Today is the first day that I just straight did shares. I didn't have much buying power, but I did shares. I practiced because that is, just something that I choose to do right now. I'm going to go ahead and trade shares and try to get this L2 training down and slowly but surely increase my position size. And I believe that I'll have success with that. So I'm excited about that, Mark.
It's good.
Rule number 7, last but not least, make sure that you are using your stops because all trades are risky. I decided, I'm going to give options a break. Listen, this is the stop trading, start trading type thing, right? I need to stop trading options right now. I need to take a break from options and get into the shares. And I saw I had $14.69 over in Webull. I don't know how I must have had some money in there at one point and I just whittled it down and just never really went back to it. So I'm like, okay, you know what? We're trading penny stocks. I can do a lot with $14. So I'm like, okay, let's go ahead and see if we can't get a couple shares of something just to practice setting that limit. And I did it in Webull. On the phone. I didn't jump over to Robinhood like I normally do. I got out of my comfort zone and I fuddled through it until I got the mechanics down of where to go look for everything. I set a limit sell. I sold it. I know where to go to look for my positions and everything. So I'm cool. So I'm going to fund Webull. I'm going to go ahead at the end of the week and put $100 in there. And I'm going to take my time. You know what I mean? That's all I'm putting in it. And I'm just going to build on that 115. Today, with the 1469, I turned it into 1577. I think I got like 5 shares of what is that? APLM or something like that. Remember that one this morning? The hell was that one? I don't see it. Oh, APLM. So it was APLM, and I got into that earlier today with Nate, and I set my limit buy for $5.55. Came down and picked me up. It was up for a little bit, and then it came down. I waited. You know what I mean?
We had a long time for that this morning.
Yeah. Came down, picked me up, and I got out at $7.06. Okay. And I have to think, listen, when I get the account size, hell, if I had 1,000 shares in that, look at what would have happened there. That would have been a $1,500 gain just that quick, So I am remembering speaking of DT, shout out to DT. She was in there with us today. Base hits matter. Base hits matter. I got into, I set a limit for $1 on RDHL in the aftermarket. And it came in and picked me up. I actually didn't do that on Weeble. I did that one on Robinhood. But you know what I mean? For $1, hey, look, if it goes up to $1.20, it's a 20-cent move. That's huge with penny stocks, you know? So actually I have it set to sell out at 115. So whenever that happens, it'll happen. But because my position size is so minute, it's $1. I am simply just setting up the mechanics, you know, and getting used to just doing the mechanics, because that's what I want to do. That's what I want to do. So that's the plan, sir.
Hey, gotta have a plan.
Definitely. You are so fucking enthusiastic. It's crazy. What is wrong with you?
I'm sleepy.
Well, go home.
I am home.
You're here. You gotta be alive or something, man.
I'm living in my basement like a troll. Come up to get food and come back down.
That's like me in my dawn cave. That's what I'm doing. I got a bag of chips. That's my nourishment for the day. Oh my God. Yeah, but that was crazy. I didn't have any more buying power. The buying power that I had money in there, but I had to pay rent. So I can't do that. You know what I mean? There was a time where I would have attempted to trade that money, and I would have given my landlord an excuse if I had lost some of it. You know, no more of that. Can't do that. You know, have to have the discipline. I was listening to the Disciplined Trader this weekend. Gotta have the discipline. I have $20 over in Robinhood. I've got 15 over in Weeble. Damn it, that's all I have to trade. And Friday, I'll put a little bit more in it, and that's it. You know what I mean? I'm just going to have to build on that. But I'm excited about it, though, Mark, because I'm starting from ground zero. Hey, look, Coach is always talking about how Nate started with $500. Try 15. This is going to be the lowest one yet, Mark.
Okay. Well,
she became a millionaire and started with $15.
It only took her 20 years, but by God, she did it.
It better not take me that damn long. Hell, at that point, what's the point?
You'd still be young then.
I'll leave it to my kid, right? Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. Yeah. I wonder if who is that? Ariel? Ariel, did you trade? What'd you do?
I did. How are you, my peeps? How you doing? So
what's up, honey?
I actually started out, early in the morning with Coach and you guys. Well, actually, I started with you guys early in the morning.
Yeah.
And I tried to, be in the mud, but I didn't get picked up at all in a couple of the trades. However, during the regular hours, I just did a count. I did 10 different stocks, and I was up in the first half hour about $127.
Nice.
And then I traded Shop, which gave me a face ripper and put me $200 in the hole.
Wait a minute.
Shop and I have a hate relationship.
Mark, I didn't get a chance to go look at Twitter. Is that what you lost on?
Yeah, I have a total hate with Shopify.
Man.
Go ahead. We'll talk about it.
Yeah, that thing is crazy.
I remember you talking about it this morning, and then Lee called it out again. I'm like, yeah, Mark said something about it was going to blow up today. So I'm just thinking you're sitting on loads of cash when Shop, new high a day, Shop, new high every 5 minutes.
No, actually, Shop has this erratic move sometimes, and I got nervous, and I'm like, screw it. I just threw it out. I didn't want to be in it anymore. For me, if the trade doesn't work, I'm out of it. It's I
you
don't
know
care
what's
about
done
it.
that to me? Amazon and Google. That has happened to me I don't mess with Amazon or Google for that very reason.
Yeah, it's interesting. So then I remember Bucket, because that rotten apple, a damn fruit, took about $120 out of my pocket. I'm like, son of a bee. I go, here we go. And Bucket's not here for me to share, I hope he's listening to me. But you know what?
Hopefully he'll come hang out with us.
Yeah. But what really made I made in a couple of the other trades, I made money, and I started recovering little by little, and eventually, what you doing with his hands?
What?
Mark is so stupid thing with his hands.
What is going on?
What?
I love what. What was that? What was that thing you were doing with your hand? You waving at me?
What? I was waving. Somebody said something in the peanut gallery. I was waving at them.
Hey, listen. Thank you for making me laugh. At the end of the day, guess what? So I got into the RCT. I think it is that Nate said, and I loved it. And you guys heard the conversation that I had with Nate. I I traded shares for many times. However, I had a total misconception when it comes to the shares. So my last trade for the day was DRCT, and I had 1,000 shares in it. And actually it jumped up. It recovered the $200 and something that I was on the hole. Plus,
nice.
Plus I end up with $4.17 on the green. So to me, it's not about the actual money; it's the fact that it actually worked, and I stayed positive for the day. So
all right, let's give you the bell on that, Ariel. Good job, dude. Good job.
I love Mark. Oh, this is. Hey man, this is what makes this fun, you guys, man.
Wow. Mark is crazy.
I love it.
Mark, get your ass on here. No cheating. No cheating.
Wait a minute. I was actually eating. That's why I did that. Like, I gotta eat. I'm hungry. When I turn my camera off, you'll yell at me. You turn your camera off, and you'll yell at me.
Oh, that's pretty freaking sick right there. That's awesome. Go eat, honey.
No, I'm done, Mark.
Oh, okay.
Mark, listen. I
You are so crazy. I love
Mark,
it.
This is why I've always said, in our group, and I've always said on the show, and I said this statement you might remember. You guys don't know when you're gonna help somebody. Mark, you are helping me today. Because of my other thing on the other side of the business, I had a nightmare today. We had to deal with lawyers and heavy stuff, and this that you just did here made my afternoon, made my day. Thank you very much for making me laugh. I greatly appreciate it. It's the little things.
That's why we're here. That's why we're here. Because trading is
Dawn
stressful.
would be the only one. I figured Dawn would be the only one that didn't notice because she can't see that well, and she wouldn't know that was a static picture.
I actually didn't. You got me.
Why are his lips moving?
Right. I'm looking at it, and I'm like, okay, he's there, but he's very stoic. What the hell's going on? And then I finally caught you jumping in the screen. I saw the hands first. I'm like, he's got the golf clap going. Wait a minute. Why does his hands look different from him? And I saw you peek in. I'm like, okay, all right. I was wondering what the hell Ariel was laughing at. He didn't clue me in either.
It
awesome.
Just looks like one of those puppets that you put on a string,
Dude, that would be so funny if we did that to Coach when he came in here one day. Everybody's got a picture of themselves up. And he's talking. It's all pictures of us. And none of us are here. And he's like, what the hell's going on? Why isn't anybody answering me?
Oh, my God.
I know you're going to see this, Coach. That would be funny. The frozen panel, we'll call it. Oh, my God. I wonder what's going on with Christina, man. She seemed pretty down in the dumps when she came in, and then she kind of dipped out.
Yeah, she seemed like she didn't even get up today.
Yeah.
She was sitting on her back or something.
Hopefully you're all right, girl. Check in. Let us know. You know what I mean?
I miss your craziness.
I did get into Shopify after reading about it all day.
Okay.
Last night. So I was loaded for bear. I was ready.
Mm-hmm.
And I waited.
I was excited for you today.
Oh, I was excited for me today too, especially when it went up.
Yeah.
Then the second candle after it went up, it pulled right back down and stopped me out.
Hey, that must have been you and me, Mark.
Oh my God, I was so mad. It's like I didn't even get a chance. I didn't even get a chance to move my stop up, so I lost money on the deal.
Damn!
That's what ticked me off. It pulled back the next I got it like at the top of the candle that I was on, and then the next one pulled right back. So I was done with that trade in the first 2 minutes.
Damn!
And then so I'm like, oh crap, I'm going back to the queues. Screw it. So I go back to the queues. Where's my chart at? I got in that one 10:02. Got in that, had a decent entry. I got in, it wouldn't take my order, so I actually didn't get into like the third candle because it was climbing. So got in that, rode that one up, and then it pulled back. And I'm like, oh, it's all right. I'm good to go. I got it, pretty much in VWAP at the time. And then I said, I can ride that sucker right back down to VWAP, which I did.
Right.
Except at 10, I was in it in 20 minutes. It came back down to VWAP and stopped me out over 1 penny. Where my stop was at 1 penny.
Wow.
To say my stop was at 20 cents or 20 cents, and it went 21 cents down or whatever. I'm just making up a number, but that's what it did. It went down that 1 cent, and it was green the rest of the day. Never saw VWAP again until 2:15. I was like, well, I already lost my maximum amount of money I'm allowed to lose in a day. I'm done.
Yeah.
I was pissed about Shopify. So that sucker went right back up again. I was like,
that's so crazy.
Well, and then I bought stuff in the pre-market, so that tied up my cash there too. So I was like, well, it is what it is. It's just two trades. Lost money on one. Lost money on one. Basically broke even on the second one. I did lose $40, I think, on that stock trade. Which you should have been with me, Arrow. It went down the second candle after I bought that one too.
Oh, jeez.
I was like,
man, it was just a second candle screwed up day for you.
It was, and those are good entries too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it is what it is. If I'd have waited, now here's the thing. We're reevaluating every one of them. If I'd have waited till 10 o'clock, like I've been doing and been successful at doing,
right.
10 o'clock would have been at the very bottom of that shop on the first pullback. There would only been one major pullback, and I might have got scared and got out because it would have broke VWAP, but still I would have been able to ride that. And then after that, it was green the rest of the day. Qs, if I'd have waited till 10 o'clock like I always do, just my own personal rule, that would have been at, no, that was at 10 o'clock on that one. So yeah, I would have still lost on that even if I had waited till 10. Well, 10 o'clock. Yeah, because that's when I got in. That one I got in at 10:02 actually. So I was still lost on that one. Oh, he finally shows up and running his mouth about me.
I'm running my mouth about
you. The days I wasn't here, you were smacking me around, making little comments. I'm like, oh, the one day I ate there, buckets.
Absolutely.
Buckets. Yeah.
Oh, I'm getting the popcorn on
while
this
you're
one.
Here. That's no fun.
I don't remember what it was. That's how
it doesn't even matter. You're that kind of person to make fun of. I mean, you're a Cleveland Browns fan. Nice game against Denver.
Oh yeah. Them and the Buckeyes. It was a great weekend. They both looked the same. I think if the Browns and Buckeyes played, it would have been a tie.
Hey,
0-0.
I don't know who has a worse quarterback, Mark. Let me get this straight. Our quarterback last year for the Buckeyes is going to be the rookie of the year.
Yeah.
Okay, in the NFL. And we got a guy here who can't throw the ball 5 yards without throwing an interception. Incredible. That game was ridiculous. If we had Stroud back at quarterback, it'd be the national champions this year. And it wouldn't even be close. I don't care what any college football fan says. No one would come close to us. But there it is.
There it is. Oh,
there it is.
Okay.
Just like
So, Ariel, I
game.
hear you like fruit. I was listening.
That fruit got a big ass worm in it today. Man, everything
Dude,
was lined up and that thing just went.
I've almost got in that fruit right at the beginning. I'm glad I didn't when it was.
Well, I got nailed. I got nailed at the beginning on Apple. I really got nailed at the start. I lost.
See that?
Wait a minute. I'm trying to think.
Things didn't really calm down till like 11ish, 11:30.
Yeah. Yeah, I got in on the. I got
Oh,
in
I
on
just
the.
thought about something. Okay.
I get in the second candle for the Ewo, but the second candle for Apple on the put wasn't until 9:45. And that's a problem, right? I mean, yeah, there were other red. Hold on, damn it.
I actually did get a Tesla, Mark. Tesla puts, but it didn't work out. Yeah, it didn't work out. It went flat, and then I went negative like $6. I only went in with a $20 contract, and I said the hell with it, and I got out.
Yeah. Yeah, so Apple blew this morning, but we got an afternoon runner, so that was really nice. So it made up for the loss this morning for sure, but not by much. Apple sucked today again, but the afternoon, honestly, it was quite nice, right? I don't know if any of y'all got into Apple.
Yeah. No, but all of them did nice after 11 o'clock, 11:30.
Yeah, 11:30, everything, the market turned, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was nice. So
everything started on its way up.
Yeah, I did options for Apple today and did a couple of shares, but I only did 4 trades, and the shares what the hell was the one everybody was talking about this morning, and I got into it. I think it's the one that Lee called out.
And
I lost on it. No, BDRX.
That's what Nate was in.
Yeah, the BDRX at 10
o'clock. I remember
that. I got hammered on that one. But
that's one Nate paid 11 grand on or whatever.
At the end of the day, it was positive because the Apple in the afternoon, I got out on that last big green candle at 190. So I was okay there. So I didn't trade. I tried to trade this afternoon. I heard you guys were all in that DCT something. What was the name of that thing? You guys were all in that Ariel made money on.
Oh, that's the Nate's recommendation. The
one. Yeah, right. I wanted to get into that, but Nate's big ho and hums scared me to death.
You're not kidding. When he says I gotta get out, I'm thinking I'm in a world of trouble. Let me get out first.
Yeah, exactly. It's exactly right. It's exactly right. I wanted to get into it. That was the only.
I don't even see it on the chart now.
Because
it's not.
Because the funny thing is today, about what was it? I'm sorry, I got to convert to your time. About 2:45. I mean, the market was dead from then on, right? I mean, it was channel trading or nothing. So,
well, you in Texas can't go +2 to anything.
No, we're too stupid. Yeah, we're doing. We shoot first.
If you go where Ralph's at, you only have to add 1. That might be easier for you.
Yeah,
a little east.
Yeah.
Ralph. Oh, Ralph. You're not even here to defend yourself.
Oh, he's bad mouthing you in the chat. You better read it.
Me?
Yeah.
I don't even want to read it.
Okay, don't.
He's just making fun of you.
So
go ahead. I'll read it for you.
I wanted to get up.
Tesla. Ralph says Tesla put, I wonder why that didn't work out for Don. Probably because you don't trade Tesla, Fred.
I made money on Tesla the other day, friend. But anyway, I had no business messing with that. But that's why I put $20 in. You know what I mean? That's why I did a $20 put because I had no intention of losing any decent amount of money in that. So, but I'm on the shares thing, man. Mark my words.
I thought you're not a scalper anymore. You're a share person.
I'm scalping shares.
Oh, are you?
So it's a combination, yes.
What type of shares?
Penny stocks.
Big boys. So you're like buying 2 shares of Tesla for 400, or? Or
No. Penny stocks, pre-market.
How are you picking those in the day? I don't really follow them in the day. How do you pick those?
It's not really in the day. It's in the morning. It's pre-market.
Oh, the pre-market. Okay.
And I just look at the top gainers widget. I go on Dip Traders, Market Beat, and check those guys out. And and I have to be honest with you. I like that. It's a lot less stressful for me, and I am taking my time and I'm getting base hit after base hit. I've done 4 or 5 of them now. Yeah. So I'm like, okay, this might be my jam. I understand the L2, how to read it, thanks to Mark and Nate and and Coach, obviously. And it's working out. I feel a lot more comfortable. I'm not stressed out when I'm trading. I'm trading small amounts. I'm getting small gains. And the more I get those small gains, I'm just going to increase my position size. And it's on and popping from there. I think I'm home.
I think I'm kind of getting more that way every day.
Yeah. Yep.
See that, or I got to stick to my 10 o'clock rule. I mean, I'm not heck with this jumping in early. I ain't doing it no more.
Well, this is the thing. I will get in early and get that first loss. And for some reason, no matter how hard I try, as soon as I see the account going positive again, I start shedding, whether I should shed or not, because I'm so pissed that I lost money in the first trade, right? I think when I first started and coming in here with Dawn, every morning I was losing money and every afternoon I was successful. But it was always the same. It was always level, right? And it's like, unfortunately last week was horrible because it seemed like all the gains were in the morning, right? And the afternoon was just riding VWAP or riding a middle line. So today was one where the afternoon was better than the morning for sure, right? I mean, if you're a scalper, the morning was fine. So, but it's so hard for me not to get into the scalp mentality if my first trade of the day is a loss, because I want to make a gain, right?
Understandable.
So you're revenge trading.
Huh?
You're revenge trading.
No. What I mean by that is, like, for example, that Apple one, I got in at 11:30. I started shedding those contracts as soon as I could. It was a great entrance, but because I finally saw my Coach teaches quit looking at your P&L for the day, right? The problem is you see, like, the first Apple this morning was down $400, right? So as soon as the new contracts that I did at 11:30 on the 2-minute EWO got over 400, I started shedding because I wanted to capture some of that gains. But I ended up losing $500 because I didn't ride those shares all the way to the top, right? Like I should have, right? So that's a mental thing.
You lost profit. You didn't lose money. You lost potential profit.
And the only reason to your point, Mark, is what I was trying to get at is I lost profit because I was in this morning and I had a loss. So I wanted to at least get even for the day, and then whatever gained after that, right? Which ended up only being another $100, right? But it could, if I was smart enough and kept those 10 contracts, it'd have been $1,900 gain.
Yeah, I think I get that same mentality. I just want to break even and be done for the day. When you take like you say, a $400 or $500 loss, man, Nate, you even hear Nate say it. He gets pissed off. He loses $20. He's got to make that $20 back.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm the same way. If I lose money like that, it's hard to fight that mentality. I want to. It is. I'll be happy if this goes up and breaks even. Then I'll wait just a little bit more, and I'm not going to take a chance of not breaking even for the day. So
exactly. So it's that mental game that is getting me in trouble. It's not. What does Coach say? I mean, there was a time this morning, Coach was up $1,500, then down $6,000, then up $8, and he was happy, but then he did it again, right? So, he's not thinking about the last trades. I am, and that's you've got to, because there was only 4 trades today, 3 were positive, 1 was negative, and but that the positive, like Coach says, let the runners run. Well, I did let 2 or 3 contacts run, but I just pissed away all the gains that could have been there, right? So, it sucks, Mark. I agree with you. Now, shares on the reason I was going to this, shares on the other hand, I've been doing shares. I told you last week, Don, I've been doing shares for a while. I like them a lot because the loss isn't as dramatic as a loss in a contract, right? I mean, you can go negative very quick. And I'm still gun shy. I am extremely gun shy with Microsoft, Google, Tesla, NVIDIA, because those contract prices are so damn expensive. And you go in and you get 5 contracts and you've got 2,500, even though the account can handle it. I would rather, maybe this is weird. I would rather put $15,000 on Soxel than $2,500 on Tesla, because the Soxel shares may move and I can get out for a $30 loss. The 10 contracts at Tesla could be a $500 loss in 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's just,
absolutely.
you know, and I looked at it today. I was going to do exactly what Ariel talked about. I was going to buy 1,000 shares of that DCTA, whatever it was at the end of the day. Right?
Yeah.
And that would have made, hold on. Let me get the light on this thing so that I can turn it on. That would have been like a 35-cent gain, right? In the last 30 minutes. That's $350.
$350. Yeah.
No, you would have spent $11,000 for that. But you know what? The idea that it would have gone from $11.50 or $11.90 to $11, it just wasn't going to happen if you looked at the chart and you were watching the stock for the day, right? So it's almost like when you have stocks, you can pick the ones that may move and move against you, but at the end of the day, you're not the gamma's not killing you when you get that huge red candle, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Am I even making sense?
And if you did that trade 3 times back to back, you would have made over $1,100.
Right.
So you know what I mean? That $350 gain is huge.
Right.
You know, you can't even look at the 11,000. You basically put what you got back, what you put into it, plus another $350. So that's dude, that's a nice ass trade.
Okay, but now we're talking about the stock that we watched the whole day that we had some idea of. Okay. When y'all are in the pre-market, and when I do the pre-market, regardless of how large my account is, I never go over 100 shares just because I'm not going to do it, because there is no bottom, right? I mean, you can lose everything, right? You most likely you won't in the morning, and everybody's doing a great job monitoring it. Not being able to put a stop on that scares the living daylights out of me. I don't know why, because it's like an option.
Up here. That's your stop right there.
That's what I'm saying. Here. So,
and if you got a limit sell in there and you're watching it and you've been watching it all morning and you're seeing the movement of it and the behavior of it, you have the confidence to go into it and let it go ahead and do what it's going to do, you know. And if you got in low enough, your loss should be minimal when it does happen.
Well, that's what I'm asking you now, Don. So when you're talking the penny stocks, you know, let's just say from 20 cents to 85 cents, those with especially the low floats, which I assume is what you're doing, those can move dramatically. I mean, dramatically. So has anybody found a stock from like $5 to $50 with a higher float, meaning less volatility, but comfortable to trade? Is that even possible? I guess.
Yeah. If I just run it on a stock, run those parameters in a stock screener, it'll spit them numbers out for you.
Because
there's a ton of them.
Yeah, well, Coach always brings up Ford and Mara, right? I mean, because those stocks are $10 and $9, right? And those you could probably do that. And then obviously, you know, Soxel's there at $20, $21, right? But the only challenge with something like a Soxel I'm finding is it relies on the other stocks. I hate that. I've really the QQQ pew pew pew.
Oh, come over to the QQQs with me. Come on, brother. Come on.
Yeah.
All you gotta do is come on over on this side.
The problem is that doesn't rely on its own supply and demand, right? It relies on the other stocks that are made up within it.
Follow those top three, it'll get most of it. Not that
Yeah.
hard.
What top three?
Microsoft, Apple, Amazon.
Oh yeah, that's great.
Have those three.
Hey,
have those three charts up.
You ready? Microsoft's going this way, Amazon's going this way, and Apple's doing this. So how's that going to help you?
You need to know how to interpret that. That's all.
Yeah, see?
And you'll learn that.
Instead,
that's why you
get
have
on your
all
damn
three up.
stock screener with your 97 monitors there and find me a stock.
Find you.
$5 to $20.
Oh my God. I'm
with
going
your
to now.
97
I'm going
monitors.
to.
I mean,
I'm going to.
hey, Don, Ariel, this is why you need 25 monitors, because they trade in a stock that has 19 other contributing factors. Just give me a stock. Just give me a stock.
3.
You know, I've been.
Oh, he will find one though. Oh, that's that. He will find. Mark in the morning is like a freaking hound.
I know he's awesome with it.
Shit.
That's what I'm
he
saying.
Will find some shit.
So I mean, TJ and I have been going back and forth chatting about Soxel, because we're trying to figure out what participates in Soxel, and we know the weights and all that kind of stuff, and it's like, well, let's just follow those. Well, okay, the report today is 2 of them are going up, 1 was flat, 1 was going down, and the stock went down. Then 2 were going down, 1 was going up, 1 was flat, and it was going up. It's like, what in the world? Oh my God! Just give me a damn stock that moves, and that's all I need, right?
Well, here's what I'm going to tell you, Bucket. Each and this, Market's right in regards to the major 3, but I will tell you this: each, and I've been doing this for a while. Each stock has its own behavior, has its own patterns, and sometimes I agree with you. That makes it very difficult to try to figure out where you're going. Mark and I, we were talking about, Shop. It's a love and hate relationship between me and Shop, and it has the same problem too, right? This thing would be, you start going up, and all of a sudden you have one bar that comes all the way right back down, and all of a sudden you're in the hole. You're like, where's the toilet paper? It's horrible. So, So I definitely agree with you. Finding something that has like a middle of the range type of thing, which is moves, but it's not too aggressive and has a decent price. It may work out. The one thing I got to tell you, I don't know if you heard earlier. I was talking to Nate, and man, the last one that he recommended. He just mentioned that he does it, right? So I went to take a look at it. I'm like, oh, this is moving nicely, decent. I like where it's going, and I put 1,000 shares on it, right? Which is what you were talking about. And you know what? This thing jumped. It was only like a couple pennies, and that's a pretty decent stock for 12.5 or 12.50 something like that. But on the jump of 1,000 shares, I made over $260 in the blink of an eye.
Yes,
but I was
yes.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying, in the DRCT, right?
Yeah, and that's the thing. I mean, the only thing that scared me out of the stock was when Nate says I'm getting out of the stock. I'm like, oh crap, I'm in the wrong place. I gotta get out. But not really. I mean, right? There's too many people buying and selling in there. It's not a big deal. But
because he's got his number set. You can still go on. You know what I mean?
Right.
Correct.
And the problem is also he's got to sell. Like if I win with 1,000, that's fine. He's got to sell 10,000 shares, right? And that takes a little more time than our 1,000 if they're running $500 on the time or 500 shares on the TOS, right? It's going to take him a couple.
You and I will get liquidated.
He's not going in that heavy. He's not going in that heavy. Not right now. He's not really going in that heavy.
No.
He's trying to stay under like 2,000. Now I think he did go heavier today, but he's trying to stay around 2,000 max.
So I trashed the QQQs, spies, and all that. The one thing that those will give you is some stability that if the stock you're thinking about does tank, other stocks will keep QQQ from tanking, right? So you know how we just said, you know what I mean? So like, let's say, for example, Microsoft, if it was tanking, but all the other contributors were going, QQQ won't react as bad. So like Mark said, you could monitor those for the bad side, and so I see the advantages and disadvantages, but I like options. I try to do options. It's very difficult in the day though to play both at the same time unless you have a run. Like today, Apple started running. All I did was move my stops up, right? I mean, that's all I had to do. And unfortunately, I worked, so that's why I only did 3 to 4 trades today. But
how are you doing on the
AAOI?
AAOI. Good God, how did you come up with that?
$14 stock. I
Okay.
just put it in the thing. $5 up.
See, told you.
$5 up. Wow.
Okay. So so those
$5 and up. It went up 10% today.
How are you doing on the cash secured puts bucket?
Awesome.
You still doing it?
So what I've got, so the thing is we have to realize that requires a lot of liquidity, right?
Yeah.
So I have this one small account with 150,000 in it. And what I did is I have 75,000 allocated to Tesla cash secured puts, and I have 75,000 allocated to Nvidia cash secured puts, both expiring on Friday.
Okay.
As of the close right now, I'm 80%. No, I'm 62% on the Tesla, 59% on the Nvidia. So they've made approximately together 2,500 so far in about 3 days.
Aren't you supposed to start getting rid of them after you get 50 and 80 according to Coach?
Mark. So
I don't do them, so I don't know.
So Mark says he gets out of them somewhere between 65 to 80%, right? Mm-hmm. So tomorrow would probably be the day.
Yeah.
Coach told him in their little lesson together
70%.
Yeah, 55 to 70. So they have two different scales. So this time I think I'm going to ride it up since one said 60 to 80 and one said 50 to 70, right there in the middle, 70.
Go with the higher end.
Yeah, I just go 70. And then what I'll do is I'll buy those back. So the ending profit would be only about from 2,500, probably 2,000 in 5 days. And then I'll go straight back in on the next down day because we only do cash secured puts on a down day.
Right.
So
are you doing cover calls at all?
I can't yet. I don't own the shares.
Okay.
So that's why the next ones, the next Teslas or the next Nvidias, I'm going to get a strike price closer to the current. So let's say it's dipped down for the day and it's at 200. I'm going to go closer. I'm going to go like 195s instead of this time I went like 190s, right? So what I was able to do, I would have to say my strategy on this one was just the equity. But the problem is we had Thanksgiving. So I did this on Tuesday and Wednesday last week. So it's really 8 days to earn this money. He froze his screen again, Dawn. So
crazy.
Throw me under the bus.
What I did this time was just for cash and to learn how to do it, to make sure I'm doing it right. And I had to test fidelity because I'm not a fidelity user, right? So, no, those are going up. So, you know what?
So you're going to get a strike price closer to the current price, so that it will most likely go below it, and you'll have to take ownership of the shares.
Correct.
Okay, I get it.
I'm on. So as of so what day is today? Okay, 1, 2. So since Real Money started, we're 26 and 11, 26 green, 11 red, and with this 2 weeks and that cash that'll come in likely, everything will be green. So. I'm going to have to do both. So the nice thing is the trading account, the day trades that I do with y'all are totally separate than that other account. They don't get mixed up. So,
that's good.
So, but like you said, I need to track each one so that I know what my coach total is. So we'll have to see. So yeah, they're working. I think the one thing I did do, the other thing I did was the test. Remember the test Lee? We talked about that in the VIP.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, dividends.
Yeah, so I bought I don't know 2,000 shares of that one.
Okay.
And so we're going to see how that runs for 1 month because I think that's the one that does dividends monthly, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So we're going to see how that one does. I don't know if I want to stay in that. I may move those funds towards cash secured puts and covered calls, right? I understand the logic of it and the income and all that kind of stuff, but I don't know. So someone had mentioned, Mark, in here, try the cheaper version of SPY and the Qs.
Mm-hmm.
Is there another one besides Qs?
Dude, why even give them up?
Yeah.
Not to keep harping on that. Why even give them up? Because you're looking at maybe bringing in $1,000 a month and not doing jack shit for it.
Okay, that's fair. That is absolutely fair. I'm not saying I'm going to. I want to see what happens. Everybody tells me that what ends up happening with this TSLY is that a week before dividend announcement, the share price goes up, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because it's going to take account for that dividend that's going to be paid out. So that's why people buy it the day before X dividend date or whatever. I haven't learned this one yet, and I probably should know all this before I spent the money. But what the hell? So I want to see what happens after that. And if it looks decent, then yes, you're right. I'm not going to do anything with it. I'm going to just let them stay, let the money go, and then put that money into whatever other great ideas.
Because the lowest I've seen the dividend on that is like 50 some odd cents, like 53 cents. So I just did 2,000 times 53. So even if it dropped, you're still bringing in $1,000.
Okay. All right. Yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
So, and then that would therefore then lower my
cost basis.
Yes. Okay. I like it.
Yeah. Yeah. There are
Mark,
free money
alternatives to
There you go.
SPY.
Hey, Mark, what did you say? Mark, what did you say? What did you recommend, Bucket? AALI?
AAOI.
AAOI. That was just
Alpha, Orange, Indigo.
He just said pull up one. So I just did a stock screener for that.
In the great spirit of Christina, it would be aftermarket. Oh my God, I am tired. Okay.
Oh my God.
Exactly. Exactly. So
yeah, look at that one. That one followed. That was just a stock screener. I don't know that one from Adam, and look at that one. That'd have been a great one today. Stayed above VWAP till the end, till the EWO. Oh, Nate, we got to hear what Nate did. Come on, Nate, tell us what you did, buddy.
Hey,
make all us whiners feel good.
My day was crappy.
Mm-hmm.
Why? How could it be crappy?
Wow. Tell us. Let's hear your sob story.
It was just crappy. I didn't complete my goal.
Well, what can we do to help? What can we do to help?
That was like 5 feet from you. I would take a pillow and just hit you on your head with it.
And then you need a Chipotle bowl.
Upset at a $19,000 profitable day.
Yeah, it was a good day.
Only Nate. I get it.
It was a good day. It was a good day.
Yeah,
I can't. Yeah.
So I got in at RDHL.
Hopefully tomorrow
it picked me up at $1.
A good day.
I don't know how long I'm gonna stay in it, but it picked me up at $1. That RDHL. Something about that stock. I don't know what it is, Nate. I feel like that's gonna end up being. I set it up for $1 to pick me up at $1, and I got in it, so it went down. We'll see.
Okay. Yeah.
We're down 4%.
Two number
right
out.
now.
That's it.
Yeah.
It's at 95 cents right now. 96 cents.
Yeah.
It's still at 95. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Only 5
cents down in the
off.
aftermarket.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Come on, Nate. Let's hear what happened, buddy. We read about it. Let's hear about it. Nate.
He's crying.
Nate, he's what, $20 short?
He went through the crustable.
Nate?
Who said they were going to send Nate a Cash App to complete the day?
Yeah, we need a GoFundMe page for Nate.
$47.
That's what you call a perfectionist right there.
Yeah. No, but hey, I think it's a lesson for everybody that's new. Everybody sets goals and wants to achieve them here. So even on days that you do well,
Absolutely.
What we got to tell Nate is, be happy, man. It was still a great day. So,
hey, I had a $4.14 day, and you know what? I'm happy as hell. I didn't lose anything.
Yeah. So far, my happiest day, Ariel, was the day I got my stop jumped, and it was down $9.5 grand. Don will remember this, and I ended up only down $1,000. That was the greatest day of my life because I
remember that
-9 back up to -1.
That could have been like a $25,000 loss. He said.
Oh, jeez, that's a stomach crimper.
Yeah, that had my hands.
Bucket was like, "I'm going to consider that a win."
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
I would consider that a win.
Yeah,
I would too.
I mean, because that was
Yeah, it was crazy.
I wasn't fortunate like that when I lost my big loss. Mine just kept going down.
Well, I typically don't leave anything overnight, and I've been telling the story now for 2 weeks. Mark recommended, I think it's Mark Mancini with the XPEV, right? So XPEV, and I put 20 contracts, and I leave them there. My neighbor knocks on the door, and holy crap, the market closes on me. I'm like, no. And I wake up the next morning. I wanted to kill my neighbor. Bitch, I want to kill my neighbor. My neighbor gets to knock on the door. Super nice neighbor, right? I'm like, what the? I'm like, oh no. I wake up the next morning and XPEP jumps up and I make like $700 right off the start. I'm like, give me my $700. Took it right out. I was like, hell no, I'm not staying on this thing. And those are the good days.
Hey, Mark,
sir.
The trading gods have talked to me and told me we're going to have a good day tomorrow.
I'm feeling it too, Nate.
Yeah.
I'm going to get up 5 minutes earlier tomorrow. I'm going to get up 5 minutes earlier tomorrow.
I'm going to be right on up in there with you, buddy.
Okay.
Right on up in there. Yeah.
You going to make another 20K?
I don't know about
that. Pretty good. Tuesday's usually pretty good.
Yeah. Normally, Don, I hadn't planned to make that today. I mean, it just happened that way. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I hadn't planned to trade the way I traded today. I mean, it was unusual that I traded because I did about 70, 80 trades today. That's a lot.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Wow. I didn't know you did that. I thought you went in big. You did just lots of trades, in and out of the channels.
Yeah, in and out. Yeah.
I made 20 grand. Good God Almighty.
Almost 20. Not 20.
I told you it was Nate playing them shenanigans in the pre-market on both sides of the thing. Truth comes out now.
Yeah. It was a good trade. It was a good, easy trade. It was real comfortable, and even Arrow got in on it. So it was very laid back, and you could just watch that L2 do what it want to do. And you could just stay up in there and just trade in and out all day long. I traded all day today. All day.
That's when it was like $6 or $7 a share, right?
This is the first time I actually see you do that, Nate.
Yeah, all day. Yeah. 12 hours today. I was in there for 12 hours today.
Yeah, I was going to say something this morning. You were still in there at 10:30. Like, man, Nate, it's past your bedtime.
Well, you know what? I started watching it a little bit, and I started watching some stocks that weren't supposed to run, and then they started running. And I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna sit right here and see how many of these I can catch this morning. And for I know it, 2 o'clock roll up, and then 3 o'clock, and I'm like, dang, I've been in here all damn day. Yeah. So
Yeah.
It was
Nate,
good.
are you getting some sweet tea right now?
So who?
Are you getting some sweet tea right now? I hear ice cubes.
I know. I hear ice cubes too.
He sounds like he's in a restaurant.
I got some sweet tea beside me, but I ain't drinking it. No, somebody doing something.
You're in a restaurant, ain't you?
No, I'm at home, man. Actually, Mark, to be honest with you, I still got my night clothes on. I never changed clothes this morning.
Hey, you were busy making money.
Yeah, I ain't think about it till I actually said something. I was like, damn, I'm still sitting up in here in my night clothes.
I'm laughing so hard too, because so am I.
Yeah.
She always says, "You got to dress for success." I'm like, quiet, I'm comfortable.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I literally.
That's what I love about this business.
Yeah, I literally.
I bet your wife didn't yell at you today or telling you to go put some clothes on. I don't think so. I just made 20 grand on my pajamas. I'm sitting in them.
No, I can't tell her that.
I ain't never taking these off.
Yeah.
So my lucky pajamas.
Said, actually, I'm still in my night clothes.
So Nate, I got a question for you.
What's that?
Was your the vast majority of your gains today in normal market or pre-market?
Actually, when we got over into regular market, I was only up about maybe $1,200. When I got over to regular market, that's when I really, made the most of the money. Yeah. Yeah.
And you picked that DRCT just because it was good in the pre-market?
I saw it on Market Beat, and it had a low float on it, and I was like, you know what, this looked like it's gonna do something. So I just kind of throwed it out there, and it started running. Bucket. I was like, man, this stock is going. And then Coach was talking the whole time, and I was like, okay, let me just play this stock because I can't get caught up in y'all at the early morning. What did I call them sales this morning? When he was selling all the computer equipment.
Yeah, Best Buy,
Circuit City.
Yeah, Best Buy and Circuit City. That's what Coach must be got a job in the back warehouse or something because he sure got a lot of stuff to sell.
His prices are insane.
Yeah.
Crazy Chad.
And then Coach had to throw some sugar on it. He said, yeah, and I'm going to make sure you get the best price. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, look what this mouse can do in this pen, and I can move my scratch pad over here. And I'm like, dude.
He was selling it, wasn't he?
Yeah, was.
Oh yeah, he sells it. Time he put it up there, everybody buys it. I'm like, wait a minute, let me watch these stocks because I'm scared I'm gonna miss something. Yeah.
Those were good deals, though. Those were very good.
Yeah, they were.
Especially $1,600 for that MacBook. You got that, Ariel, didn't you?
Yeah, depending on what
that's like a $2,200-$2,300 right there for that.
Yeah, that MacBook.
More than that, but there's a big terabyte or something, didn't it? That's probably like $2,600.
The one that they just fixed, they sent me a laundry list. They sent me a laundry list with all the repairs that they did for my computer. They basically pulled all the pieces out, and put everything brand new, which is the computer that got the water in it. And I got to tell you, I paid with taxes and everything, $1,600. So trust me, what he sold this morning is a hell of a deal. But the only difference is that mine has an 8 terabyte in it, which is just why I wanted to fix it, because you can't get 8 terabytes of storage memory solid state for less than $2,000 anymore inside of a computer, inside of a laptop. It's expensive.
The hell do you need 8 terabytes for?
Watches a lot of Netflix.
8 terabytes, guys.
Mark,
that's what I said.
Mark, you know that.
That's a lot.
Listen, do you store your Netflix? I guess you can store your Netflix. No, I actually have more than 20,000 videos because of the business over the years, and I have over 150,000 pictures that I have it on the computer, I have them on the cloud, and I have them on external 8 terabyte as well. So
nice.
Yes,
Darn, that's a lot.
It was a shame. It is. But it's just
1
like,
terabyte is a lot, and he's got 8.
yeah,
that's
because two wasn't enough.
Hey, Eric, what's up?
What's up?
You got
Who's
no.
that
That's
one?
not how you do it, Ted. Ted.
What's up?
What's up? There you go. Come on, Ted. Got to get a little tongue action going to get that
I did that.
out there.
I just need mine to trade with. I don't care about that other stuff.
Yeah, 8 terabytes. Yeah,
Yeah.
There's that company that you can send away all your videos and pictures and stuff, and they, scan them and put them all on a thumb drive.
Legacy. Yeah.
Shuttlefly and all that does that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2 different companies. I tried that, and it turned out I did it because I was going through my grandfather's stuff, and there's all sorts of stuff that I thought I wanted to digitize. Spent $1,000, and it was all worthless.
Oh, was it?
No.
Pictures of people we didn't know.
Yeah. Well, I did that for my father because he's a fighter pilot, so he has all his Vietnam pictures and all that kind of stuff. But back then, if you remember, they were on slides.
Right.
They come in, you get them in slides. So I digitized 10,000 of those for him, and then when I gave them to him on this stick, he goes, half of these are pictures of trees. And I'm like, well, Dad, you didn't go through them. I just took everything you had. And he's like, well, I don't want all these trees. I said, well, go through them and delete them. I don't care.
Well, maybe you
Now
should have
it's
gone
physical
through
for
them
you.
and deleted them back in the day.
Yeah,
I hear you.
exactly.
I hear you. But I tell you what, here's the deal. A lot of it was worthless, and I did say it was worthless. But there were like a couple pictures that, I was able to share with the family, and we all got a great smile out of it. So,
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, we're talking about that very thing. Dug out my father-in-law's old projector, which is still got sitting out, and run a couple 8mm through it. And she's like, "Oh, we need to send them out and have them put on, da. I'm like, it's from the late 50s, early 60s. Most of it is you guys on vacation
yeah.
at places you didn't want to be at to start with.
Right.
It's like,
What I would offer advice for the younger folks in the group, if you do that, take the time to interview the older people in your lives to get the stories behind the pictures, because once those people go away, that's lost to the ages. So it's not just about digitizing, it's about contextualizing the data as well.
yeah, that's one big thing. My mom always was a stickler on writing on the back of pictures.
Yep.
Yeah.
Printed pictures, and every photo album's got a name,
Nate?
and a date, what it is.
Nate, someone in the chat has a question for you.
What's
They would
that?
like to know, what platform do you trade on?
Weeble.
Funny Baby Stories, he uses Weeble. And he never
Shout out
puts
to
in a
Funny Baby
line.
Story.
And he
Yeah,
never
I
puts
never-
in a resistance or a trend line.
Yeah, I never do. Yeah.
But
Hey, Nate,
funny
what-
baby story. Also, he prefers the grape Uncrustables,
Yes, I do.
which is much more important than what platform he trades on.
Very important. Very
That's
important.
the fuel. That's the fuel for the 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
That's it. That's the brain food.
Yeah.
You guys are forcing me to look up what a crustable is.
No,
I've never-
Uncrustable.
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 You remember the song by Nat King Cole?
Yeah.
Uncrustables. That's what
Okay,
Nate
and with
eats.
that being said, we are going to take
That's
a
what-
break for this commercial.
Let's get the opening bell here and the CNBC Real-Time Exchange. On the big board, it is Biopharma Maya Biotechnology celebrating its listing.
Don't forget to click the link in the description of the video to make sure that you can get signed up to join American Dream Trading. We got everything over there. Hot stock picks, trading view indicators, monthly workshop classes, and morning masterclass sessions, all included in the VIP program. So make sure you click the link that Miranda has put right in the chat. Or if you're at the replay game, look in the description of this video. You'll find that link.
And pound the like button, people. Don't get me started on a Monday. Pound the like button. Nate, I'm looking at these crustable things.
Right.
Uncrustable, yeah.
What is it?
They are
It just
so good.
It's a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Peanut butter jelly time.
He's paying extra for it to have somebody cut the crust off and put them in a box.
Yeah, pretty much.
No, you see it, right? It looks like a little pie.
Yeah, it looks like
It's
a
like a
pie
peanut-
stuffed with stuff.
It's stuffed with peanut butter.
You remember Robin? What was his name? Robin Leach, Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous. Well,
This is Robin Leach.
Uncrustable.
Lifestyles of the rich and famous.
We don't eat crust. We pay people to cut it off for us.
So it's basically 20 cents worth of bread.
Yeah.
Maybe 15 cents worth of peanut butter, and what, 10 cents of jelly?
Yeah,
Yep.
at least.
For $10 a box.
All for the
Okay,
nice
how many
price
do you eat at a time? How many?
Just
do you eat
one.
At a time?
That's
Just
funny.
one.
We talked about this, and he eats it like bites at a time. I thought.
Yeah, I eat it real slow.
It's about the size of your palm. Bucket.
Okay.
And
He's
I'm
only
like,
allowed to eat one when he's successful.
Yeah.
If he has a bad trade day, he's not allowed to eat.
Okay, so I take a piece of bread, I take a spoon, I put it in the peanut butter, I dip it on the bread, I mush it around, I slam it, and then I eat it.
Yeah,
Right.
Nate just outsources that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But you know, it is like a pie, though. Like,
Yeah.
It's not like bread. It is actually like a really little soft pie. When you bite into it, it is bread-like, but it's like thin bread. You know what I mean?
It's
And
good
it's
bread. It's
soft.
the good bread, Ted. It's the good
Right.
bread.
It's
Hey,
really
Nate.
soft.
Is it
Yeah.
like Wonder Bread
For
squished up?
$7.43 on Amazon, I can buy you the Crustable Mo.
It's cheaper in the grocery. It's a lot cheaper in the grocery stores.
Yeah,
You
but
can buy
it's
the actual mold where you put the sandwich and then you put the Crustable module together, and it makes the Crustable for you.
that's too much time, Bucket. That's too much time. Yeah, it's too much time.
It's like Eddie Murphy. I'm a businessman. I don't got no time to make no Crustable sandwich.
You know what I took? You know what I took at my lunch every day for 45 years, every day to work.
Peanut butter and jelly.
Peanut butter and jelly.
Yeah.
Every single.
And you know,
Okay, now we're gonna get in a fight. Is it creamy or crunchy?
Well, I can't find.
Crunchy.
Yeah, I can't find the crunchy. I
Creamy
can't
for the
find the
win.
crunchy.
Good.
Yeah.
Peanut
As
butter
long as
is
it's
not
Jif.
supposed to be crunchy.
Yeah, I like crunchy
whatever.
though, Don.
I like 'em
I like
both. I like
crunchy.
'em both.
Yeah, crunchy
Yeah.
peanut
Crunchy's
butter.
not
Oh
good
my
for your
Gotta be Jifs.
intestines, by the way. You can get them.
It's only gotta be Jifs.
Colitis.
Let me see let me know in the chat. Are you crunchy or are you smooth peanut butter?
Honestly, I eat
put a poll
smooth.
on
I
this
eat
one.
smooth more.
Smoother than a fresh
Yes.
Skippy.
Thank you, Mark. We agree on something.
Well,
I
we
like
gonna
crunchy better. I like crunchy
Ted.
better, but
Ted, I want you to go ahead and make me a promise that you're gonna get some by the end of the week, and at least check them out.
Ted, you will be addicted. I'm warning you. I can't get them anymore ever.
I would highly suggest you look into the company that makes them. That might be their stock might be going up. Their sales may be increasing.
It could be.
Not
Have you
investment
guys-
advice, even though that company's headquarters is only about an hour and maybe an hour and a half at the most.
You're
from
not.
my
You're not.
house.
You're not even giving them the dignity of a mention, huh?
No,
No,
not the tax or investment advice. Make your
So
own. Do your own research.
Dietary advice.
Do your own
have
research.
you guys ever watched The Food That Built America on History Channel?
Yes. I love
Yep.
that stuff. I
Do
love
you
that.
know the person who invented Peter Pan and Skippy was the same guy?
Really?
He invented Peter Pan first, but
Which is my favorite.
The Peter Pan, when he invented it, the company changed his licensing agreement, and in protest, he quit and created Skippy
what?
to challenge
Wow.
Peter Pan. And then Procter and Gamble came in and created Jif, which really wasn't made of peanuts. It was a hydrogenized peanut. But the one man who invented or took peanut butter from the big vats with the grease on top, he started off with Peter Pan, then he went and he created Skippy, and he kept Skippy. And then Jif is the one that, competed with him. And then there's a huge lawsuit between the Jiffy and Jif versus Peter Pan and that, because they were using real peanuts and they were using a hydrogenated peanut oil instead to make their peanut butter.
Who was?
Which is why
Now, Dawn,
I love
Who's
Peter
making
Pan
the
peanut butter is the
hydrogenated
best.
peanut oil?
Jif.
Don, you got the grape or you got the strawberry?
Grape.
Okay, because I didn't know they made a strawberry until the other day. Somebody mentioned it.
Well,
Yeah.
I mentioned it because I couldn't find the grape. It was out of stock. Everywhere I
Oh,
looked,
okay.
grape was out of stock, and all they had was strawberry, which tells me one thing: the strawberry sucks.
You're
If
right.
everybody,
Oh
if there's a
no.
ton of
No.
strawberry everywhere and no grape, that's letting me know the grape is the one to get. But I finally
Yeah.
found the grape, so I held out and I got the grape.
Have you guys
Yeah.
ever noticed that if you ever go and buy like assorted yogurts or assorted different items where they have different flavors, there's always more strawberries than any other
Yeah,
flavor? And strawberries not like that's not my favorite. So it's like whenever I buy like a variety pack, it's just filled with freaking strawberries. I don't want the
Right.
strawberries.
No, strawberries and
except for
blueberries are my
Starburst.
favorite.
Blueberries are my
Strawberry
favorite.
Starbursts are the bomb, though.
Are they? Okay.
Yeah,
Well, I like
strawberry
grape. I
Great. Great for the wing.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
And they're only
Great.
$1 a piece. I mean,
Hey, watch your mouth, Ralph.
As a matter
Yeah.
of fact,
Mouth.
that's the same brand
What I
jelly.
say? I ain't
That's the
saying
I
same
heard
nothing.
brand
I wasn't
jelly
even
that
I
knowing.
heard you. I heard you.
I don't buy any
Oh,
other brand
I
of
thought I
jelly
would've known.
besides
My
the
bad.
that same company makes the Uncrustables.
Yeah.
Listen,
I
first of
will
all,
not
let's
buy
just
the
clear
off
the air.
brand.
you remember
George
back in the day
Washington
they had this
Carver
peanut butter and jelly mix.
invented
Oh,
the
sorry.
peanut.
There's only
What?
I said George Washington Carver invented the peanut.
No, he invented peanut butter.
He invented 500 ways to use the peanut.
Right.
He didn't invent
Peanut
the
butter
peanut.
was one of them.
I think you better reread your history book.
Yeah. Yeah. And Mark, I'm gonna tell you.
It was good in history.
I'm gonna tell you how crazy I am about peanut butter and jelly. When my wife makes me a peanut butter and jelly, she makes it so pristine, I can't eat it. I tell her before she brings it to me, she gotta push the bread together to make sure the peanut butter and the jelly touch each other where it'll jive together and it just makes it taste better. I don't know what it is, but that's how I am about
Does
it.
she cut
What
off
is
the
with all
crust
this
Hold
for you?
on.
crunchy?
Let me get this
Todd
straight, Nate.
McAllister likes
Yeah.
crunchy. TJ said he
Nate,
likes both. Bubbles
you mean
said
to tell
crunchy,
me
crunchy. Come on, Bubbles. No way.
you don't
Yeah.
Really?
put the jelly and the peanut butter in the bowl first and mix it
Diesel
together?
No, no,
dead.
no, no. I put the jelly on one side of bread, and then I take the other piece of bread and put the peanut butter on it, and you gotta mash them together where the peanut butter and the jelly jive together.
That's how I
No,
make mine.
no.
Yep,
Let me
that's
tell you
how
how
I
to
Now,
do
do
unless
it.
you're
it.
working 12-hour
Let me tell
shifts,
you.
if you're working 12-hour shifts, though, you got to put the peanut butter on both pieces of bread,
Listen,
and then put
next
the jelly
time,
on. That way,
listen.
it creates a barrier so your
Next,
bread don't get soft.
next time your wife fix a sandwich, and I know she gonna know how to do this. Tell her to put both the jelly and the peanut butter in the bowl, and tell her to put her wrist into it like she's beating eggs or making a cake or something like that, and then just spread that mix on the bread. That's how you eat it. I thought
No,
everybody
No,
eat a
no,
peanut
no,
butter and
no,
jelly
no.
no,
sandwich like that.
no,
Now you're
I
no.
making
seen
a
it on
dirty
TV. I was
That's
bowl.
like,
You
what the
put
hell is
sweet
blasphemy.
that? Ugh.
water to
Yeah,
wash
No,
with.
yeah,
Did you
no.
say
The
mix the
taste
jelly
will
and
change your
peanut
life.
butter
You
together?
sure
Yes,
did.
yeah. No,
that's the best way to eat a peanut
no,
butter and jelly. That's the only way I
no,
eat it.
no.
I don't
No,
Ralph,
do
what?
that
she,
Who
on
was
one
it that
side
made
stuff.
peanut butter and jelly
Okay?
all in the same
No.
jar? You guys remember
Yeah, that
that?
stuff was
Yeah,
I
you
yeah,
talking
remember
about
that. I
that
was just
stupid?
I
mentioning that.
That's trash. That's not good. That
I
ain't
never
good.
yeah,
got
No,
that.
It was
no,
like
that ain't really
goobers or
that
something
good.
like
I
that.
don't like that.
There you go.
Yeah.
No,
Here, I
yeah.
I'm
like
talking
She,
his
about get you
background.
some Welch's grape jelly, right?
Yes.
Concord,
No,
okay?
I
no,
like
And then get
Concord.
not
I
the
like
Welch's,
peanut
not
butter. It
Concord.
don't
Welch's,
matter what
not
kind of
Welch's.
peanut butter, as long as you got that
Oh, it
kind with the
does.
peanuts in it. Just
No, it
creamy.
does
I like
matter.
it.
It does matter what kind of
Creamy.
peanut butter now.
Choosy mothers
Oh
choose
yeah.
Jif.
Yeah.
Oh
Oh
my
No,
God, I
no,
hell
remember
no.
the
no.
name of
Peter
it.
Pan, man.
You
Peter
know,
Pan is the best. It's the smoothest.
Yeah, I like
which
Jif. I'm a
I
Jif
like
man.
Jif. I'm
I
a Jif.
remember the
Yeah,
name of that, Don.
What?
but
It's
I take some
goober.
peanut butter. I get that
Yeah.
peanut. I get that
Goober?
Peter Pan
Yeah,
shit
and I
and
don't know
Jif
how
ain't
I
around.
remembered it.
You know.
Hey,
So
Dawn.
go back to the
Yeah.
tape. I did say
Look
goober.
at Bucket. Look behind Bucket. Look what he got on the back of him.
Bucket, you got to
That's
change your screen so it doesn't show a mirror image. You
I
can
got a what?
No.
yours is reversed, so go to your setting and you can have it not be mirror image.
Y'all
That's,
crazy.
that's gonna TJ
Bucket
with
is
his
crazy.
OCD is gonna drive him crazy, man.
What do you want me to do?
I'm telling you.
You go to your settings, and when you're doing the video background, you click off the mirror image.
Okay.
Y'all crazy. Y'all can't be picking at my crustables.
Is that how you get your background to look so cool, Chad? Take off the mirror image?
How y'all do that anyway?
But no, my brother, peanut butter
There.
fanatic, he
Go
get that
see
shit
your
straight off the spoon.
There you go. That way you can read the letters in the background. I figured that out for my logo thing. Oh, by the way, here's my logos for today.
Hey, I may want to trade that one.
All right. We got Alpha and Tesla.
And
look at the
the trade desk.
EWOs on that.
Awesome.
Trade desk is going nuts.
Look at the sweet EWOs on that, man.
Still on the TTD, huh?
Still on the TTD. You know me.
Get down with TTD. Yeah, you know
me.
Ladies, TTD means something different. The first two letters.
Nate, you poured a full day today, didn't you?
Man, I traded all day today.
Nate started at 3.
I know you wearing down, Nate. You gotta be wearing down. You've been up since 4 o'clock this morning.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
You pulling
I
one
done
of my
took 2
days.
naps. I took 2 naps today, Nate.
Nate might be late
And
tomorrow.
every time I woke up, Nate was still on the mic. I said, damn.
Ralph. I still got my night clothes on, Bo. I had never changed clothes.
Nate,
did you wipe your ass?
No, I didn't do that either, T.
during the call today, Nate, I haven't even had time to wipe my ass.
Hey, Ted.
Yes.
He doesn't make his peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. Do you think he does that too? No, he teaches people to do that.
Nate ain't got him. Hey,
No,
Nate said, listen,
Uncrustables.
as long as they got crustables.
Hey, Bucket. I thought about it a couple of times because I was in all them trades without a stop, and I said, man, I would hate to get up and go to the bathroom. I can't go. I got to stay in this trade.
Go, Nate.
So what you're saying, Nate, is your sandwich is uncrustable, but you're a little bit crusty.
Yes.
But he's crusty, right? Like the crustables ain't the only thing that's
Yes, sir.
I love it.
Hey,
Sorry,
for a
Nate.
payday like his,
Just a softball right up the middle.
Be dirty.
And I'm gonna tell you, I was so into the trading today, I didn't realize I actually had not wiped my face or anything. At 2 o'clock, I'm looking down, I'm like, dang, I still got my night clothes on.
Hey,
It was worth
you know what?
You
I
are
think we've all
crusty.
Winnie the Poohed it at one time or another, right?
That's right.
Wow.
Yeah, I was in the zone today. I was in the zone.
But you know what? Look at what that zone produced. $19,000.
Yep, zone. I was in the zone today.
Crazy.
Yeah.
That's a crazy good day right there.
I think we'd all stay in our underwear for
Yeah.
Yeah. I like I said, it was definitely not planned today. I can tell you that now. It was not planned.
Sometimes that's the best way.
Yeah.
Nate, you're very sophisticated calling them night clothes.
Well,
You picked up on that, right?
I wanted to play bummies or, I don't know.
Pajamas, PJs.
Pajamas, yeah.
Are you in a onesie, Nate?
No. No.
I was thinking Nate was in like his Dr. Denton's with the button drop drawers.
Believe me, hey, look at Bucket. Believe me, it's nothing changed in my life that I wasn't doing before I was trading. I mean, I'm still the same person. I'm still Nate. Everybody know me the same way. Yeah, I ain't changing nothing. Not a thing.
You're still Nate from the block.
That's
Like
it.
Jenny.
That's it.
I know he is.
I'm too old, man. I'm too old.
He was pissed as hell behind losing $300. Like I was like,
oh, I was pissed today because I couldn't get to
Really?
got there. Yeah.
$300.
I was pissed today. Yeah. Yeah,
Talk
I was
about
pissed
knowing the
today about
value of
that.
a dollar.
But I couldn't get to 20. I was close and couldn't get to it to save my life.
Yeah.
And I just kept giving money back, giving money. By the time I got up from the computer, I was down $175 trying to get $34. I was like, God Almighty.
Could
Yeah,
have been
Coach
worse.
Yeah.
Today.
remember
Yeah.
Could have
Coach
gave a
told
lot
that
more than that
story,
back.
right? Coach told that
Huh?
story where he was just short of $7,000 and it cost him $6,000 not to get to the seven. Remember that?
Yeah.
He wanted to
Yeah.
get to 7,000. He was like $180 short and it cost him $6,000.
That's
Crazy.
right. It's greed, man. I'm telling you, it's the
It
greed setting in.
is.
I didn't realize I had gotten that greedy until I couldn't get there. And I was like, man, I done traded too much today. This is ridiculous. Every time I get into a trade, I try to put in a stop to try to go in a little bit more heavy. Then it kicked me out, took a couple of dollars from me that way. And I'm like, dang, I'm going down left. I'm going down, losing money trying to get back in the trade.
Yeah, and then
Like, what the
if I
hell?
was right, because I was just listening to y'all, not really doing much, you almost pulled a
Yeah,
noonie where you said, "I've made this much and I'm done for the day," and then you came back.
He
yeah,
did that about
almost.
8 times. What's he talking about?
Wait a minute,
He did
Don.
that
Yeah,
How does
more
he
than
say?
noon
How does
today.
Noonie say it?
yeah, I'm done. No,
I'm
no,
done
hold
for the
on.
day.
Dawn
Don
can
does
do it
it so
good.
well.
Dawn
Go
can do
ahead,
it.
Don. Go
I
ahead.
knew it was coming. I knew it was coming.
Go
Coach,
ahead, Dawn.
Good, good.
coach, I make $350. I'm done for today.
Hey, Ariel, I don't know what happened to your camera before, but I'm glad you fixed it.
Dawn is good at that.
Yes, he
Oh
does.
God.
And you guys see me or no?
We can see you.
I
Yes, we
see
can see
Yeah,
somebody
you.
that's down
we
there
see
just a
you.
blur.
Before you went wide
They
screen
don't
on
even
us.
have a
I'm
name.
glad you
I
like
don't
that
know. It looks like
name.
Turn
it's
your
you. I have no
camera.
idea what's going on.
Turn your camera sideways.
Oh, there
Yeah.
you go. Turn your camera.
And Christine cracked me up this morning. I almost bust out laughing when she said she been in the recliner for 2 days.
What is
I was
going
like, what?
on? She is
And
going
in the
through something,
recliner.
man.
Yeah,
Been in
she
the
said she
recliner
fell
for two
asleep
days.
sleeping.
Two
Going through
days.
something.
Get up and get in the bed.
Hey Nate, funny.
Obviously,
Hey Nate,
That's something I hear a
Nate,
lot.
funny baby stories has a question for you. What stock was Nate trading, and where did he find them?
Heck, I can't remember that stock.
Yeah,
DR.
DRCTR. DRCT. Was it?
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah,
DR.
DRC.
DR.
Yeah,
Yes.
I found that on Market Beat. That's where I found that stock
What
at.
was it?
On Market Beat.
No, no. What was the stock symbol?
What was it?
DRCT.
Hold on.
D.
DRCC.
Yeah.
DRCT.
With a D as in dog, Robert, cat, Tom.
Dog. Here, let me do Christina. Dandelion. Um, Ready.
What she said?
Crustable.
Nancy.
Torrential downpour.
No. R is Reagan. Don't you know?
Yeah,
Reagan.
somebody,
Who
yeah,
said
somebody
Nancy
said
Reagan
Nancy
today?
Reagan,
Somebody
Nancy
said
Reagan,
Nancy
Nancy
Reagan.
or something.
Yeah, remember that?
Yes, I heard that. I was like, what the hell?
Yeah. Sometime I go on what is it? Finviz. I can't never pronounce the name. Finviz or
Finviz.
something.
Finviz.
Marketplace.
Yeah, I'll go on that sometime, but sometime they be running a day behind in updating their stocks because they got a little scanner on there. I just hadn't figured out how to use it yet. But they got a little scanner on there, and every now and again I'll catch one on there.
Yeah, it's not open during the
Yeah,
pre-market either.
right. It's not. It's
Have
not.
you ever used Weeble, their little stock screener thing?
That's the
Uh,
name that we do, isn't it?
Ted, it'll
No.
it'll come up at the bottom. It goes across the bottom of my screen, but you know, it
You
just
can play
depends on
around
what
with
it
it
is.
because you can set the filters to be
Yeah.
exactly the profile that you're looking for.
Well, between me and you, I'm scared to touch anything on that computer because I don't know what I'm doing. So, I got me a
Did your
brand
daughter
new.
set it up?
No, she gonna do it someday, sometime this week. I'm Dawn is sitting on the floor. It's just looking at me. That's all it's doing. Still in the box. I get it up when I get it up, but I'm actually, y'all, between us, I'm scared
Not
to
going to
do
touch
it.
that.
Yeah, I'm just scared to do it. I really am, man.
Got a free pass on any witty rejoinder to that last statement.
What you mean?
Anyway, it's a family show. I can't talk.
Yeah. Oh.
Listen, if I can trade on Weeble, and you know I'm always on Robinhood, if I can trade on Weeble, you can trade on that computer. I did those trades on Weeble this morning.
Yeah, I'm just scared
I
of
broke out of my
change.
comfort zone.
Yeah.
You can
You know
do
what?
it.
I used to do multiple screens, not 63, but I think I've gravitated towards the laptop. I just do the laptop now.
Yeah, that's all I got. The two laptops. Yeah, I mean, y'all saw me freak out when I couldn't find my account. I mean, I couldn't even. I tried to upgrade it with the new upgrade or whatever, and it disappeared on me. Man, I like to have a heart attack. So, you know, but
Didn't one time your
yeah,
candles disappeared or something? They wasn't moving.
yeah,
Like we
man, that
spent the
freaked me
whole
out.
morning. Well, what the hell was?
No,
What ended up
Ralph,
happening?
I didn't tell y'all, but I actually had been trading without the candles for almost 3 days
Are you serious,
because
Nate?
yeah, I traded off the L2. I traded off the L2 the whole time.
Oh my God!
Yeah,
No
and
candles.
it just got
I
to the
would at
point
least
where it
had to
just
throw a
freaked me
line up
out.
there.
Yeah, I just stayed on the
Oh,
L2,
Nate,
man.
you amaze me, man.
Man,
You're
I don't know
oh,
how to do it.
you're like Neo. You're seeing things in zeros and ones. You don't need
Yeah,
the candles. You're just reading the L2.
yeah, that's it. And I'm telling y'all, I told my daughter, as soon as she puts this computer up, I want her to figure out how we can get that L2 out of Webull over to the next screen. I want that whole screen to be nothing but the L2. The whole screen.
You need to get a vertical
What's going on with Bucket's
What you
background?
mean, a vertical? What do you mean?
screen.
Don't
Turn
tell
your
me that,
screen,
Don.
turn your
Yeah,
screen up, yeah, on its side, up and
Oh,
down, and it'll make you be able to expand things out more. Almost all
oh,
monitors do it. Not every
okay.
monitor does it, but most of the newer ones do now.
Okay, I finna say now, y'all getting ready to trip me now, and I'm bought two monitors. So don't
Yeah.
have me buying another monitor.
Wait a
Well, if
minute.
you're going to put the
You're gonna
L2
use
on one of
monitors?
them, you might want to turn one on its side straight up and down. That way you can put a whatever
Hmm.
size monitor you have. That's how big that L2 can be.
Okay,
right.
cause I want it big. I want it where, and I'm gonna still use my laptop, but it's gonna strictly be for news, strictly
Yeah.
news. Yeah.
Yeah, I can turn all my monitors sideways, but I
Okay.
don't.
So
But
wait.
Mark, how I'm gonna turn it sideways? How it's gonna sit up? I mean, it's got the
Well,
bases on the
yeah.
bottom. I mean, yeah. How I'm gonna do
Oh,
that?
you put some magazines behind it, some phone books or something.
I love
Man,
how
that
Mark
shit.
froze.
Man, and Mark, if that shit fall down and break up, I'm gonna be mad. I'm just gonna tell you. I'm just gonna tell you. I'm just gonna tell you, man.
I knew exactly what you did there, Mark. I've done that before too. It's
Yeah, I was about to say, like, is it me or is my
Yeah.
computer messed up or is Mark just froze?
Look at
You
him
know, trying to
waving.
figure.
Yeah, Marcus.
Yeah, you know,
Marcus
put me through a whole
He's
psychological.
been doing that since the beginning of the damn show. I didn't even know Bucket was cracking up. And, no,
Yeah, like,
Ariel.
come
And I'm
on,
like,
Mark,
what's so
man. I'm switching
funny?
back and forth
And
from
he's
YouTube.
jumping in and out of the screen.
So
Yeah,
how I'm
Bucket.
gonna get a? Well, wait a minute. Let's go back to the monitor. How I'm gonna get a
Yeah.
monitor that stands up vertical like that? How do you?
Nice swing
They
arm.
sell
Well,
them. They
put
sell
ideally
them
some
you
like
would
weight.
have
that.
a mount on your desk, but
Uh,
Yeah,
Nice
they're
swing arm.
instead
actually
of being
built with,
across, you just
They
go
sell
whoop.
them.
and you can set up in your desktop settings to have it display, you know,
Vertically.
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 Yep.
Yeah,
Okay. All
you can get
right.
a swing arm.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna have to do
JD,
something.
Right.
JD Racing was
Well,
talking about.
actually, the stands they come with may already have it. Each monitor, or if it has its own stand, most of the new monitor stands, even though they're only, so long, they do extend a little bit enough where you can turn it.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna find out as soon as we get this situation up, cause I'm gonna have. I got two 27-inch monitors. So
You got
Nate,
the
if you
curve
fly
view.
me down, from Akron, Canton, I'll come down tomorrow and set it up for you.
Mark, we ain't gonna do nothing but sit over here and laugh. You know we ain't gonna get nothing done.
Yeah, but I get a free plane trip to down to there.
Shoot, we gonna get a dirty thing done.
Yeah, that's probably true.
No, I have a feeling Mark could share the wisdom of his monitor setting there. Look at his setup there, man.
I know. I
like
showed
it
it
though.
to my wife. I said, "Look at this right here." And I told her, I said, "Look at Mark, this guy in the morning time."
Serious
I said, "Look at
NASA.
that. Look at all that stuff right there." And she was
Doesn't
like,
make you
"What?
a
Huh?"
better trader.
Yeah.
Don't
I
make you a
said,
better
So
Like
trader.
how you got it?
returning back to the show, there's some comments here that I think are worth addressing. JD
All right.
Racing, JD Racing was talking about. I think a lot of people there was a lot of just the market in especially in some of these stocks just was pretty choppy.
"Yeah,
Yep.
Oh yeah, it
We
really
were talking
was.
about that at the
Hey,
beginning. Yep. They all were till about
yeah,
11:30.
I
It's
ended
yeah,
up
harder to
making
do.
29 cents today.
yeah,
I,
yeah."
I
Yeah.
fought all day just to throw the towel in. Every
I'm 0 and
time,
1.
like,
I'm 0 and 1 on shop.
let me tell you, dog, I was
Record
trading
earning,
BDX,
record sales, and I jump on it and lose.
what it was, BDRX or whatever it was, dog. Let me tell you how that situation went. So when
Yeah.
coach was like, "Yeah, it's trading in the channel right now," and I heard Nate say, "I done did it 25 times. I did it already like 4 times." So I was just letting it hit 650 and selling it at 7. So I done hit it like one share at a time. Just that's how fast it was bouncing. I'm probably like $2 or $3 up on it, and then I had like one of them up top for the breakout. I walked off, and then, I was like, I'm done with that one. I didn't walk off. I went to something else and left the buy stop up there. It went up there, grabbed that order, drug it down. I didn't know it. At the end of the day, I heard the computer say, "Bloom, bloom," and I'm like, What was? I'm like, what was that? It hadn't drug it all the way down to the end of the day. And I still had. I said,
Wow.
what the hell? That took the gains from that away all day. Look, last night I was trading. I usually don't trade out of my session, but when I see the Evo line up on the higher time frame and the lower time, I just got to take the trade. I can't just
Right.
sit there and pass it up. Got in that. I'm feeling good. I worked all night just on the
Yeah.
yen, and then whenever the day started, the euro
But you
took all my
know,
gains away.
but
Like,
but you know though,
what's
but you
going
know though,
on?
Ted, a lot of the trading, like I tell everybody doing the morning, if these people would just concentrate on getting their entry right, they would never lose on a trade.
Yeah, and
Yes,
I
Because
was going to say,
once you get that
yes,
entry right, you ain't got to worry about when you're gonna get out. All you got to do is figure out
yes,
where you want to get out.
Right.
Yeah,
well,
because the
yeah,
entry is the most important part.
and that's what I was going to say. On a choppy day,
Yeah,
skip the options. Go for shares. Don't
yeah,
try to be don't try to be the home run hero on a choppy day because you're just going to have anxiety.
that's
yeah,
true.
Um, so JD Racing, that you said that you were going to shift to shares. If you see yourself in that position and you feel like it's choppy, switch to shares.
Right.
Or you
yeah.
know what? There's no. This is a
Trade in the
concept.
path of least
Sometimes
resistance.
sometimes you don't have to trade, right? Sometimes
That's
you can
true.
just wait it
That's
out.
true too.
And many times the choppiness can go away by the end of the day, and you do have more smoother. I have this theory that the hedge fund guys, they work in the morning and they put in their 3 hours and then they go away. And a lot of times these stocks that were heavily hedged and heavily choppy tend to relax a little bit in the afternoon. So those are opportunities if you're patient
Yeah.
enough that you can get in and make some money.
Well, Ted, think about the stock we was in today. You could study that stock and pretty much almost pick a place to get in every time and pick a place to get out. Am I telling the truth?
No,
That's
it was when you
simple.
first pointed it out to me, I was like, okay, this looks really easy. Let's do
Yeah,
this.
yeah,
I didn't
And
want
if
you
you
to have all the
notice,
money yourself.
to reinforce what you said, Ted, the
What's that?
stocks, to reinforce what you said, the stocks today took off during lunch hour.
right.
Okay. It was between 11 and 12 my time there. So 12 1 your time. where the stocks finally hit a direction and they weren't counterbalanced when they came back after lunch. They ran in those directions. So today was a perfect opportunity during the lunch hour to get the trend. I mean, that's when Apple finally got
Took
over
off.
VWAP and it ran, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and to Nate's point, it's the entry point.
Yeah.
The next best thing is a proper exit.
Yeah.
Yep.
And that's why I said it. I said it about 5 times a day. I was like, why wouldn't anybody want to trade this way today? It is so simple today. Even if you bought one share of that $11 stock and just watched the way it ran, it was just too simple not to trade like
I,
that today.
you know what I love? I love the fact that you made $20,000 off of this stock, and you still don't know what the name of it is. That is so great. DRCT.
Well,
you're a genius.
no, I ain't gonna say that. I just,
You are. You
I
have
just,
this ability to wait in the weeds, what Jimmy used to call waiting
Yeah.
in the weeds, and you let the price come down to you. You don't go chasing,
right.
which is wonderful. And look what happens.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know. I hate to lose. I swear I hate to lose. Oh, it kicks my tail mentally and everything. It messes my whole day up.
Well, I tell you what,
Yeah.
thanks for
Wow.
the RCT.
Yeah.
Look at Mark McCee's background. Look
That's
at that.
exactly
He
how I
got the
buy it.
GIF. He got the GIF.
Cherry.
That's how
Is
I
that-
buy it too. I buy it in that big container. I don't mess around.
Yeah, but it was it
What's
was
what's yours? Oh, that's Apple. That's your
Yeah.
bad Apple.
Apple. Yeah.
But
But Ted, yeah, it was an interesting day today, and I was just, man, I was just elated that it was just so simple that the people that was in there could see what I see. Because when I look at it, Joe and them in the morning, they talk about, well, Nate, how in the world you get in so quickly? And they are trying to figure out a place to get it, but I watch it all the time. I'm constantly studying how to get in and out of them stocks.
that's a really good opening for you to go through your emotions today. Walk us through how you found DRCT and what your thoughts were when you first saw your screen.
Actually, like I say, I found it on Market Beat and read a little bit of news on it, and I forgot what the news was, but it
Yeah,
was a
that's the
low.
one, Nate. That's the one that got some 5-year review from somebody.
Yeah, it was
Right?
something. It wasn't great news, but it was a low float. And I just, when I called it out, I said to myself, I said, this stock is going to run. I don't know when it's going to run, but I'm going to keep it on my radar. I'm going to call it out. And when it started running, I just, I started putting a Danny DeVito in there. And by the time it started running, then my next trade was to just load up on it and try to run it as fast as I could. But when it slowed down, like Bucket said, right before lunch, it slowed down enough where you could actually pick a place, just get in it, and just don't. Because I told you, I never put a stop in nowhere on that stock. Never did put a stop. I just sat there and just watched it the whole time. Just watched it. And each time I'm sitting there, I was like, this is ridiculous
Well,
for
I
me to
looked at
make
it.
this kind of.
One
Yeah.
of the things that's interesting is that it's actually one of the, some of these hot stocks, I think, no offense, but some of them are just crap, right? I mean,
Yeah. Yeah.
they're
You
PR
never know.
flashing
Yeah.
the, but
Yep, you
Well,
never know till you see it.
yeah, some of them is really scalpers type stocks. You got to get in them, make your money, and get out. You can't ride them all day.
right.
But this one today, it just happened to be in a position where when it ran up to 3 o'clock, I knew that that was the end of it. Even though I was still trying to make it work, I was trying to make something of it. but it kept tearing my head off because it just was not moving. But I mean, it happens like that. And just like I told you when I got out of it, because you hollered, you said, no, Nate, don't get out of it. But you see, when I got out, right after I got out, it tanked. It
Yep.
literally tanked. But I saw it on the L2. I saw what it was getting ready to do. And I said, let me get out this thing. I'm tired of messing with it because I done downsized to protect some of my money. I'd already sold off a bunch of it to protect my money. And I was in it. 5,000 shares. I mean, I
And
was deep in it.
and you knew that it was going to tank because it had a lot of people ready to
Yep.
sell at that level. I forget what
Yep.
the number was, but you got out just before that, and we were
Just
laughing.
before.
It was nibbling at it, and there was no way that it was going to be able to
Yep. Yep.
go past that level. So good job.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
let's take this a step further. How do you determine one of the things that you look for are low float?
I mean, it tells you, this is my thing. If it's 20 million or less, I like to trade them. 20 million or less on the float, I like to trade them.
Gotcha.
If it's 10 million or less, then I'm really interested. And if it's a micro float, which is under a million, they tend to do some of the craziest ups on them. I mean, those things are all over the board.
So that right there is gold. That advice
Yes,
that you gave right
it's
there is
gold.
gold.
Yep, yep. And we Mark will tell you, we talk about that every morning. When I see a micro float, I keep that sucker on my watch list. I keep it right in front of me. I'm ready to jump in it as soon as it gets volume. And Mark will hear me say it, and Dawn and them. As soon as that sucker take on volume, keep your eye on it because it's getting ready to run. Yeah, every
You're gonna
time.
make me get up early and attend your sessions.
Oh,
Jesus.
it's worth it. It's worth it.
Yeah,
I've
I'm in
switched over to
California, man.
shares now because of it.
yeah.
It's worth it. It really is.
I mean, and I'm gonna tell you, it may be a little longer, but in the last 2 months, it's been a little slower.
Everybody's got their preferred peanut butter behind them.
Why did it get so quiet all of a sudden?
I think Nate might have dropped out.
Nate just muted it.
No. Hey, Nate,
But
we
yeah,
can't hear you if you're talking, buddy.
in the morning, what I see most people
He might have
do,
got a phone call.
they don't be patient.
Yeah, most likely that's what happened.
Because I don't really be trading in the morning, but I be listening. And then I hear people like, Don, you stuck with it this morning. I was surprised. I thought Don was gonna scoot that thing up. What it was, he was trying to get in, Don. It was something. I think she had it in at like 19. And Dawn came down and picked her up. She ain't never moved it. I thought Dawn was gonna move it. I said, I bet you Dawn come back. When I come back, Dawn gonna be like, yeah, I switched it up to 130 or something like that because whatever it was, I went and looked at it. It kept it was a long way from wherever your interest, but that's where the order was at.
I did move it. I moved it up to 23, 123.
Oh, well, that wasn't
because it wasn't.
bad.
And here's the thing: at 7 o'clock, instead of it shooting up like stuff normally does, it went down, and it went down to 15. So I should have gotten in at 19. You know what I mean? Because I would have only lost 4 cents, but it ended up I sold it at 32. So I got in at 23, sold it at 20. 9-cent move, man. If I had 1,000 shares, that'd have been what, a couple $100. So yeah.
Yeah, and see that's the point
I'm just
right there.
keeping my eye on the prize.
It don't matter that you can't get 1,000 now. The point is if you can get 5.
I'm getting the process, Ralph. That's what I just said.
Yeah.
I'm getting the process. I don't care about that. I'm just every time.
Dog, why you get defensive every time I talk to
I'm not
the
getting
crowd?
defensive. I'm excited about it though, because I'm like, wow, this is really freaking cool, dude. If I keep doing this like this and just keep getting it down, because I see what he means by the microfloat. I see the difference in the way the stock behaves when it's from 5 to 10 million. and 10 to 20 million. You know what I mean? There is a difference, and the lower, the more volatile, as long as there's volume. And then if there's news, forget about it. All right.
News trumps everything.
Golden.
News trumps technical.
But that's one of the biggest things.
What's the news?
I see what I hear in the morning is, I hear somebody put a plan together like Dawn did, but instead of staring down there, like, okay, it's all right for you to move it up a couple points like she did, but people see it like turn around. They're like, okay, she's down at 119, and the stock is up there like 150, and then it comes down to 130, and then take off back up to 150, and then they be like, "Then forget this, I'm getting in." And now you done got in at the
and
top.
Chase
you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So
can't chase them,
right?
Exactly.
So what you got? M&M's now? Peanuts?
No, it's the question of the day for peanut butter: nuts or no nuts?
Oh, no nuts. Creamy.
I love it.
That's what the hell? Don't nobody want that to be
no nuts. No, it's crunchy versus creamy. They all have nuts.
Yeah.
Creamy.
Oh,
right,
good
Ted.
God.
Hey, Ted, sorry about that. Somebody trying to call me because I ain't been answering the phone today.
We figured that was what you're doing. Oh, you want to know my background? Here's my background.
Okay, I'm changing.
What the hell's that?
I don't know what that is.
Bruno Mars.
Oh, Bruno
Mars.
Okay.
Smoother than it.
I didn't know that was Bruno Mars, but I saw the
Ted, what you know about Bruno Mars?
Oh, I'm pretty hip, Nate.
Oh,
Yeah.
I mean, after all,
I'm about as street as you can get. No, I'm
okay. Yeah,
I have a wide variety of musical taste.
Yeah, me and my wife went out to Vegas to see Bruno Mars with Silk Sonic.
Oh, so
I
great.
love Silk Sonic.
So great.
Oh yeah.
You know,
Ted's
Are you happy,
Ted's
Ted?
younger than you, Nate. Ted's younger than you, so he should be more hip than you are.
So there was a biography on Bruno Mars, I think, on 60 Minutes, where they talked about him growing up in Hawaii and being poor and just learning how to entertain. And the thing is, it takes him like a year to come up with a song, and he just works it and works it and works it. He's a perfectionist.
I saw that.
It's the most amazing. If you have the time, look it up, because it's the most amazing biography, and it makes you really appreciate the excellence. Oh, there's Bucket. There's your choices. There you go. Creamy versus chunky.
Ted, it's funny you said that because I just recently got into Bruno Mars because of that. I saw that interview, and I remember when they went to his house that had been completely wiped out in a hurricane. There was like no roof on it, and they were walking through.
Running water. I mean, it was just desolate. You know, and you get an idea of really what motivated him from an early age.
He and his dad like lived in their car for a little bit or something like that when they split up from the wife. It was crazy.
Without a doubt.
Okay, we have a question in the chat from DJ Vinny.
Thank you guys for reading those questions, by the way.
Stock picks. The hot stock picks, it depends on your membership. If you are a VIP, you receive them around 7:30.
8 o'clock.
8 o'clock. And then for the normal members, 8:45, correct? 8:45. Is that correct? Or everybody gets hot stocks at the same time?
You got two, and somebody's got their YouTube.
Okay, so they come out at 8 o'clock for everybody. Is that correct, Mark?
No, 8 o'clock for VIP, 8:45 for regular paid members.
Okay, and then the second part of that question is, when do the pre-market setups come out? Coach does those between 8:45 and let's say 9:15, depending on how the morning's going. And he's usually doing that on the Zoom call he's always doing it when everyone is attending the Zoom call. So it will be after 8:45 and most likely before 9:15.
Before he opens it up to live.
Correct.
Yeah. He tries to do it before 9 a.m.
By the way, Bucket, you look like a peanut butter angel.
So he looks like Princess Leia.
You've got the wings. You're just ready to fly.
Right there.
Here's a logo for you. Here's a logo for you guys.
Nice.
That's your peanut butter, not chocolate.
Your chocolate's in my peanut butter.
That's
two great tastes that taste great together.
Correct.
Reese's peanut butter.
Now the number one selling candy in the world.
And by the way, M&M's passed on being placed in ET. Reese's peanut butter candies got the placement, and their sales went through the roof.
Oh wow! Nice.
Hey, Christina's here.
What up, girl?
Crazy. I never heard.
I think she's the echo.
So much peanut butter and jelly.
Well, welcome to Dumpster Diving with Christina.
What's going on? We can't barely hear. And who's echoing?
Christina.
Just mute everybody one at a time till you figure it out.
It's usually Christina.
I stay on mute, so it isn't
I only
me.
have one app open. I'm only in the one app.
And if you're asking why we're talking about
there
was
was a slight echo before she came on, though.
I thought we caught that.
Okay, I'm going to read mine.
It's Ted.
So, yeah, you guys are crazy talking about peanut butter the whole time, and then you're done.
I muted mine.
Not Ted.
You see if it's me.
Echo.
Echo. Oh, Ralph.
Echo. It's Ralph.
It's Ralph.
This guy.
It's Ralph.
When you muted. I'd boot him, Don. I would just boot him, Don.
Okay, Zach.
It ain't mine. I didn't even mute mine. What are y'all talking about? It's not mine.
Well, whatever it is, it stops. We don't have to play the blame game.
You know
oh, wait a minute.
All right.
Ralph, hit your mute button one more time.
You did it.
Ralph, hit your mute button one more time. Testing. 1, 2, 3. Testing. It's not Ralph.
He didn't mute.
Told y'all. It's never me. I did mute.
Okay, Christina, hit your mute button.
I muted.
Christina, hit your mute button.
Okay, hold on. I gotta find it.
See what I'm saying? She don't even know what her mute button is.
I'm thinking it's Christina because it sounds a little bit like it's through our radio. Testing. 1, 2, 3. Testing. 1, 2, 3. Did you mute?
It just got deeper.
I think so. I don't think so. I don't know. Hang on. Can you hear me?
Watch me mute.
Okay, wait a minute.
We're not hearing an echo of your voice.
All right, hold on. I'll mute you, and then I'll unmute you, okay? Okay.
It's Christina.
Thank you. All right.
When Christine was talking, she wasn't echoing. That was a sure sign.
Yes. Plus, I went through hell and high water to get my shit together with this technical stuff.
Christina's all pissed off that we can't hear her.
You can't hear me?
Yeah, now we can.
Yeah,
I
but you're
unmuted you. But so when you're not talking, mute yourself, and then when you're ready to say something, then
there you go.
Why do people always just leave? Like she didn't have to leave.
She rolled out.
Oh, she didn't leave. She
just turned off her camera. That's all.
Yeah, I think I like that logo. I may leave that logo on all week.
Do we have any earnings tonight?
I don't think so. They're done.
You do.
They're all done.
Yeah, they had something today. I heard them.
Somebody said that Zscaler did not report very well.
Who?
Which one?
Zscaler.
Yeah, they.
Who was that?
And
they
then
reported all right. They hit their earnings and stuff. They just didn't give a good forecast.
Seadrill. I don't know who Seadrill is.
I know Seadrill very well. Okay.
Tupperware should have reported.
So that was SDRL. If anybody wants to look that up and see what they did. By the way, I tell you what, if you like a stock, it's so easy to do after hours. If you see the momentum moving, you can buy in for a quick 1 to 2% at least on some of these stocks. It's a great way to make a living.
I'm in one now.
Vail.
Who?
Not Vail.
SUPV. Super VL.
I'm in RDHL.
Isn't that one of the high stocks?
Media.
RD, yeah, that was somebody was calling that. I don't know.
Yeah, let's see what
tomorrow morning you've got
familiar.
a few. I don't. Scotia Bank is the only one I recognize, but there's Pinduoduo, looks Chinese. Nanex NNOX, Alarum, ALAR.
CrowdStrike's the big one. CrowdStrike could be the big one.
Well, that's
CRWD.
That's the one.
Yeah, that's after close.
CRWD will be the big one of the day.
And we were just talking. Somebody was talking about that earlier. That they were thinking that it was, and by the way, it looked like they beat every single time they beat their.
They got the green X, the green E.
Dude, they took a 3% hit in the aftermarket today.
CrowdStrike?
Wow.
I'm sorry, not $3.
Oh yeah, that's probably because people taking their profits from the move up.
Yeah, not knowing what's going to happen.
Right.
Yeah,
people
but
don't like to be in during the earnings.
Yeah, it's flat in the aftermarket.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it is after the drop. So. Okay. Cool.
Huge. And then you've got tomorrow afternoon. You've got lots of things. You've got CrowdStrike, Workday, Intuit, Splunk, HPE, NetApp.
Where are you seeing
internet companies?
Oh, that's in the earnings whispers. It's look in the earnings. It's in Discord.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You could also click on the calendar in TradingView on the right bar, and it shows you all the economic activity, and below it shows you the earnings by date of all the companies.
Oh,
just the major ones.
That's nice.
On the right-hand side, that little briefcase
contagious,
looking.
Ted. Don't do that.
1,
Don't
2,
do that,
3,
Ted.
4, fifth one down, the fifth icon down. It's like a little suitcase. That's a calendar.
Does anybody know what Billy is?
Never heard of that one.
Billy.
It's so good, you got to say it twice.
Billy.
Oh, Billy. I like the logo. I wonder what they are. It's a fun logo.
Billy.
Billy.
Well, I loaded Coach's new indicators today. I don't know what the difference is, but I'm sure we'll find out.
It's a video sharing website based in Shanghai where users could submit, view, and add commentary on videos. Huh. Wow.
That sounds cool.
Sounds a little like TikTok, right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Founded, though, in 2009, which is like the kiss of death.
Yeah, it's been on a downhill slide forever.
Yeah.
Not really. Not that bad, but...
Okay.
Since February of 2009.
You got Hormel.
February 21.
Hormel chili.
Downhill.
Hormel makers of spam.
Oh, Hormel.
Hormel.
Oh, Hormel. Hormel chili. Yeah.
This will be a fun week.
Yeah, chili.
The food company.
Thursday's going to be big lots. That will be a big one.
Yeah, big lots.
Basically,
you got the soul.
Yeah.
When does your Five Below report?
That's on Wednesday.
That was a quick answer. We don't have Five Below down here though.
I'm in on
HP. HP reports tomorrow also.
I love that store.
Hewlett Packard reports tomorrow also. Even though they're not the company they used to be.
Ralph, you don't have Five Below in Louisiana?
There's two different.
I haven't seen any.
Oh, we got tons of them.
We have Dollar General. We have Dollar General, Family Dollar, Dollar Tree.
That's how you know you're in a poor economic area when you got a Dollar General in every corner like we do in our county.
Right.
It's the truth.
I never heard of Five and Below before I came down here to Ocean City. It's the first time I'd ever seen one.
ADT. I never seen one. But you can't leave my house in no direction and without running into a Dollar General. Like any direction you go, you're gonna hit one. All right.
Yeah, we have no malls, no interstate goes through our county, no nothing, no real industry.
Ralph,
the largest employer, but we got Dollar Generals everywhere.
Ralph, you ever heard of Covington, Louisiana?
Yeah, it's like 20 minutes, 30 minutes away from here. Why?
Yeah, that's where Five Below is.
They got a Five Below in Covington?
It's right off the highway on I-12 near Yeah, on near Academy Sports and Outdoors.
Oh, all right. I know where that's at. Yeah.
Talking about the headquarters?
It's on 21. Yeah.
No, just a Five Below store. There's plenty of them.
They are great.
Okay.
They
well,
are
I didn't
absolutely
know.
wonderful.
You don't
Listen,
get
I
that
stay in the
steamy
country.
feeling that you get in a Dollar General. Is that what it's called? Or
Dollar
99
Tree.
cent store.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not set up like that. It's like a really quirky. Remember Spencer's from back in the day?
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
It's like
It's-
Ollie's.
Bright colors.
They bright colors, all kinds of oddities and
Low
novelty
shelf lines
stuff.
so you can see throughout the store. It's
Yep.
kind of like the Apple stored it.
You can buy hats out of there. You can buy candy out of there. You can buy
You can buy.
phone cases. You can buy a basketball. I
Well,
mean,
the
What
toys.
about, what about bongs?
Check them out then. Check them out next time.
What about bongs like Spencer's did?
No,
They sell liquor too.
They don't sell sex toys or bongs.
But
No,
they
they're
do
not like
offer.
Spencer's.
They do
You know
offer
the best
like
thing about Spencer's was the Farrah Fawcett posters in the back.
They sell beer.
Wow, you taking it back.
Yeah.
I was Dollar
you-
General.
yeah, the way back. But the cool thing about them is that they really strive to buy things that aren't like dollar stores. They'll just put crap up there, and it's usually like maybe a Chinese ripoff version of like I don't know, name anything like Legos. A dollar store would have like a cheap version of that.
Legos or something.
Legos. Yeah, and it's the instructions are written in, Chinglish, the combination of English and Chinese.
We went to Dollar General lately.
But if you go to the Five Below, they will have like the latest and greatest. Like they'll have stuff from Taylor Swift, and they'll have name brand Funko type products, things that kids would like.
Backpacks, sporting
Right now, I
equipment.
feel like I'm the luckiest man in America.
Just wanted to hear the echo.
That's a Lou Gehrig reference, guys. Anybody that saw the Lou Gehrig story, that's his big speech where he's talking Yankee Stadium and echoing. But I guess we're going to hear my voice in an echo. Ooh, it stopped. Thank you.
Thank you.
Whatever.
Oh,
But yeah,
man.
This thing is
definitely worth watching Five Below.
Yeah.
Oh, we got.
I'm gonna check Five Below out though. I didn't know it.
Yeah, definitely check it out.
Bucket, are you sitting on Christina's lap?
Yeah,
Yes, I am.
What?
That's actually one of the greatest placements. There you go.
Christina, why they do it to you, man? Why?
Why what?
Mark, what's your background?
Just a stock kicker thing.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I like that.
So,
Don,
right.
send me that, and I'll turn it into the Natrix.
Huh?
I'll
You'll turn it into
transfer
the
your background
Matrix?
into the Natrix. Have we heard? Are we?
I kind of wish I could talk to Christina.
Is Christina talking or?
Like I don't know.
Christina, did you go to the dumpster today?
Yeah.
No. Where are you off to now? Do you have gas? Let's take care of the basics here. Is this your Jeep? Is your Jeep back in?
No, it's still in my garage. I've been having
Okay.
having so many problems with these people, but I'm going to pick up some muscle relaxers that the doctor prescribed to me. So
Oh.
now I'm packing my.
You're really gonna be asleep for 2 days in that chair now.
I don't know. Nah, that stuff doesn't put me to sleep really, but yeah, I gotta go there and I have gas. I'm in the rental car still.
Does your car seat recline back? So you can feel at home?
So I can what?
And this is
So you can feel it home. Remember you said you were in a recliner for 2 days?
Oh yeah. See, I can go back in. Oh, I can't do it though. It hurts. Yeah, no, I've been sitting in my recliner with a heating pad on because
That's what I heard.
Barely moved yesterday. I was already hurt, and then I hurt myself moving stuff. I fell.
Well, I hope you're feeling better.
I got a question.
Be careful.
How come you driving the rental car slower than you drive your real car? Shouldn't that be like vice versa?
I just looked down. I was going 80 something miles an hour in the 50-mile-an-hour zone. I didn't realize it.
My bad.
No, the Jeep feels like it's more. The Jeep seems like it's more because it's a Jeep, you know, big
it's
tires.
More grounded.
Yeah. This just zoom goes. Yeah.
What kind of rental car you got, friend?
It's a Toyota RAV.
All right.
Oh, RAV4.
Yeah, the little
looking
RAV4,
like a real soccer mom.
Yeah. Yeah. It's cute. I like it. It's quick. It's real quick. It's dangerous.
Thinking about changing it up?
No, because it's good on gas. Last time I had a rental car, I kept changing them. I went to a big truck for the weekend because I had to move stuff. And then I was like, well, that's too much gas. I couldn't believe the gas it sucked down. And then I started off with a Mustang.
Oh shit.
Well, yeah. Last year I had a Challenger, the Super B.
Oh, that's my shit.
Off the exotic slot. It had the button, the launch button, and everything. Like that thing, I did 0 to 60 in 5 seconds, but the car's record was 1.4 seconds. I was afraid to do it. But that was a badass car. Like that.
We rented one of those. Oh my God, I love that thing. We rode around listening to Cardi B all day.
I love muscle cars. I was supposed to have one by now, but I don't. So someday I will.
I've had a Stang or two in my life. Stangs used to be my favorite.
I'm not
I had a 5.0 back in the 90s. Oh my God, loved it.
I like a 60s.
Yeah, one like Kane. Our Menace to Society.
I had a
RX. I had a 79 RX-7 that I bought from the newspaper.
All right.
It was a stick. It was white. That was a cool ass little car, man.
Don, I had a GT Mustang convertible.
It was a 5-speed, and I used to race with it.
Sweet.
Yeah.
And then I graduated, and I didn't get the GT because the regular Mustangs were actually faster than the older GTs.
Were they really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they've been really Ford. I mean, a lot of people have been focusing on EVs, but Ford has really made that Mustang a speedster. Even
Ted, the Mustang you had, that was a GT too, wasn't it? The EV, the Mach EV.
The EV was a GT as well. Yeah.
I like the Harley Davidson. I like that motor, that rumble. I
don't know why Ted sold the
Mark McC is saying goodbye.
Bye, Mark.
See you tomorrow.
See you in the morning.
See you in the morning, dude.
4 a.m.
4 a.m.
Yep.
No way.
Yeah.
No way.
You know that?
So that's when you guys start? Is 1 a.m. California time?
Yeah, 1 a.m.
4 a.m.
Oh my God.
4 a.m. Eastern time. That's when the market opens.
Oh my God.
The hot stock pick. We know the hot stock pick.
Well, you should know this. I'm always up at 1 a.m.
my time.
Anyway. I find a way to, because I'm always nervous about the next day. So I'll if I didn't know that you were in there at 1 a.m. So I'll
yeah.
You come in on the VIP link.
And I'll bring Sideways. I'll bring Sideways Christina with me too.
Christina's usually in there too.
Can you guys see that?
Yeah, Christina be like, I thought it was 2 o'clock.
You guys see the moon? The moon was like
Christina, both hands on the wheel, please.
I was trying to show you guys.
Be nervous.
The moon. It was huge, and it was hanging really low, and it was really cool looking. I was trying to show you guys the moon. Not my moon. It was huge. It was so cool looking. I love that. I love seeing the moon.
Okay, as long as you keep the camera steady. Boy, when you were jiggling it around, I was nervous for you.
I have to turn my camera back around. I can't. Hold on.
So where are you going? It sounds like you're on a long trip. Are you in Oklahoma yet?
I'm going to pick up. Everything's far away from where I live. Everything's far. I'm going to pick
I
up my
was just about to say everything seems always on the interstate.
Yeah, I'm going. It's like 35 minutes away from my house.
All right. Well, Don, are you gonna do a training video? I'm gonna go out and get my hair cut, but do you have a video that you want to show us?
Actually, yeah. I have not done the video of the day, have I?
Right.
We just kind of got into our conversation. Let me find that for us real quick.
Right, because I live for the
find
video.
out what Carter's got on tap for us today.
Christina always wears the really cool hats with the big bills.
Yes, you do, though.
It looks stupid. Is that what you're saying? I look dumb. I love hats.
Yeah.
No.
You remember the movie The Sandlot?
Yeah.
I don't
Remember the kid had that big billed baseball hat?
Yeah. That's because I have a little face. That's why it looks so big. But I have like a kid's hat too, and still they just look big. Like I look like a fly with sunglasses on. Now I love
baby face.
There it is. Yeah, baby face. Baby face. Yeah. Isn't that song?
Baby face. You got the cutest little baby. Baby. My poor heart is jumping. Can't you hear my? Oh, look at the car behind.
That's a nice car.
Don's showing off now.
Ariel just sent a message. He's in again. If you would let him in.
Delta Dawn.
Here we are.
Oh, Ariel, much better. Your picture before.
Hey, so sorry. I was having technical difficulties. I was outside with my son, and the phone wasn't working properly. I wasn't aware what's going on. So I apologize. Hey, Christina, how are you?
Hey, how are you?
Good.
I'm stuck in traffic, and I can't even get into that fast lane, that express lane until way up there because I got 2 violations in the mail. I'm not paying them because they didn't tell me about that. But I got to wait till a certain point to get into that lane, and I usually just cut over. So I got things in the mail, so I won't do it anymore. But I'm sitting in traffic.
Don, is that a Camaro? That's not a Mustang.
That is a Challenger.
Challenger, okay.
Are you doing okay, Christina? This morning you sound like you've been sleeping for 2 days.
I'm doing okay. How are you doing?
Very good.
Yeah.
Everybody's been sleeping for 2 days.
I didn't feel like I didn't sleep, but I've been binging Shameless again. Like I love that show, and I just sit there and watch it. And like I didn't even feel like trading today. I didn't even feel like trading today. I couldn't believe it. Like normally I'm excited for Monday morning 2 a.m.
That's all right.
Didn't feel like
it. Take a break.
Didn't feel like doing nothing.
Kind of like the Bruno Mars
song. Every day.
Pretty much. All right, so we got a master class on candle trading. All right, let's give it a shot. Shout out to Carter. Make sure you guys head on over and check these videos out, or stay right on the channel. Check the videos out. Put a like and comment on them, please. Give Carter some love.
All right, Christina, you might have to hit the mute for this now.
It seems to me you've lived your life like a candle in Weevil.
Let's do it.
Right, so here's our protection during market hours. You are protected with your stop, right? Which we just don't get in pre-market. This is why if you're going to do it pre-market, just do it with smaller dollar amounts. And then you would do the same thing up here. If we were shorting it to the downside on the bounce of top of resistance, meaning we want it to go back down, well, now our stop would be right here, right? Just above it. So same thing. If we have our stop right here, right? And it does decide to finally make that one run up. Well, no harm, no foul. We've got our stop. It's either long candle through, I'm out, or a small candle with another candle, right? Which is confirmation. Because if we have a long candle through, remember, any long candle that pops through, it has a long way to come back. That means I don't want to be in that. Otherwise, what will happen is a candle will break through, and then it'll just come right back up, right? those one little pop throughs where a little wick comes through doesn't phase me one bit, and it never should for any of you. So when I say a break and hold, which is where you want to stop, your stop needs to be a break and hold. So if you guys ever notice when I put in my stop, you don't see me drawing a line right here and I say stop, right? You will never see me put it right at the line. That's not where the stop goes. Your stop needs to go below it because it could candle through, nothing, buy, right?
Yeah, because if you got that thing if you got it too tight, you're gonna get stopped out for no reason.
Well, yeah, that's.
Done.
Yeah.
Please. You're gonna get us knocked.
Oh my God, dude.
All right.
Okay, so, but if you guys notice, a lot of times when, especially like SPY or Apple goes to VWAP, and we know it's going there, by the time you wait for one candle, to be quite honest, you're going to miss the play, right?
Right.
Well, it depends, you know.
So what I've been trying to do, Ralph, and I did it on the paper today, is when I saw Apple going down to VWAP after it's been up all day, what I did is I went into the option and put a market order on the 1 minute. And when I saw I touched VWAP, I clicked buy and then let it ride, right? Because a lot of times that next candle, or even in the 1 minute candle, it touches VWAP and then already starts back up.
Yeah.
But if you wait and I'm not saying, there was another time today where there were 3 or 4 candles at VWAP and then it shot up, right? So I guess you just have to be whatever's comfortable for you, right?
Right, because it can also just plunge straight through VWAP and keep on going down.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
You got to leave it pass for it all. Always keep your stop tight, you know.
Well, and that's why today I put a buy stop on Soxel because it was at its resistance several times, jumped down, bought up.
Hey, some people don't like buy stops, but I love them.
I love it.
It takes the guesswork out of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
You just can't have it too close because they'll grab you like they did me today.
Yep.
But don't forget that it's up there.
Okay, sorry. Next
That's
video.
one of my biggest problems.
We got level 2
Good
training
question,
on this
Bucket.
one.
Oh, okay. Let's go.
If we start to look at the average amount of the size of the shares, which is in this column to buy, and of course this column to sell, but I'm looking at right here in the buyers. You see how there's 200, 400, 100, 2,000, 1,000, 100, 400. So when I looked at this earlier, I told you guys it could support around 100 to 300 safely, right? That you'd be able to get in and out of, because look at it. If I bought in 1,000, I'm going to have a harder time trying to sell that than if I have 100 to 300, right? Yep. Now there's your pop above 18 again, right?
Don, what kind of pattern that is?
What's up?
I said, what kind of pattern? How does all hot stocks, well, not hot stocks, but pre-market stocks make that pattern? Like, why they always make that strong move up and then it just kind of like drifts and then shoots up? So like, I wonder why they always do that. They always make that formation right there. Yeah.
Weird. Must be a hot stock thing. Yep. But guys, it's about that time.
Yes.
Thank you guys for coming and hanging out. And it has been fantastic. Thank you, Carter, for the awesome videos you do. Thank you, Coach, for the content. Thank you, everybody, for the awesome backgrounds and the fun that we had. Thank you for the awesome questions that you guys had down in the chat. Bucket, Mark McC, Ralph, Ted, Nate, Ariel, everybody. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out. You guys are amazing. Anybody got anything to add before we check out?
Yeah, I got something.
What?
Smash the damn like button.
Smash that like button.
Please do it.
I mean,
smash it, baby.
You do it right.
I mean, do you understand the commitment me and Ralph have here? I mean, come on.
Exactly.
I mean, suck it up.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can.
Yeah.
Yes.
You just can't see me. That's really weird. My camera isn't.
We can see Christina sideways.
We are still at 89, 86, everybody. We got to get close to 10,000 subscribers before the new year. So everybody, let's pitch in and share the content and get this guy up to 10,000 subscribers. We can do this.
Yes, we
take
can.
Your significant other's phone or your child's phone and subscribe to the channel that way. If we ain't cheating, we ain't trying.
That's it.
Show some love to Dawn, too. Get in there. Get some likes going. Come on. Get some more members in. Come on, let's do this.
Well, and that's
Feel free to donate. Feel free to donate to the tip jar.
There you go.
All donations.
Host tip jar, is that what it's called?
Host tip jar.
Somebody asked you to borrow some money.
The link is in the chat. What happened, Ralph?
I said if somebody asks y'all to borrow some money, just point them this way. Tell them they got to trade it out and work it out like you did. Ain't that free.
That's right. And I will finish. I will finish the GoFundMe for Nate so we can get him his $76.
Yes, let's do that.
That may take 20 years to fund, but we'll put it up there.
What Nate needs 76 for? What Nate trying to get?
He was upset at his performance today. He was 76 short of his goal.
God.
Yeah, poor Nate.
Yeah.
Poor Nate. How you can live like that? I don't know.
Yeah. Meanwhile, there are people that are getting evicted or
They brought that on themselves.
Everything in context, right?
Everything in context.
This is the important thing. We are so blessed by having Coach and the others in our lives to help guide us and teach us how to do things, that it's sometimes you can forget how amazing it is that you can walk away with just even a couple $100.
Yep.
Yeah. Right? Absolutely.
That to some people represents working their ass off in a kitchen or in some of the harder jobs that are out there. And
in some cases, they won't get that until a week has gone by. You
know
what I mean?
Exactly. And so
we have the ability to make that in a day, in an hour.
Always, this is what grace is all about, right? Is understanding the blessings that come upon you and look at opportunities to help lift up these other folks wherever you can.
Exactly.
Thank you, Ted. Well said, Ted.
And I'm just wondering, do you think Coach is going to give Nate 10 to 15 minutes in the morning, I guess in about a week, where he can sell his laptops from 1972?
Only the best. I don't think Coach is.
Yeah, I think if Coach
part ways with them, for real.
I think if Coach saw the specs on his laptops, he'd probably go, "Yeah, no, we're not doing this.
We're not even going to fake doing this."
Yeah, and besides, Coach knows how to wipe a computer. I think Nate would just wipe it with like a paper towel.
Love you, Nate.
Love you, Nate, but he's the first one to admit that he's not so technical. I don't think he would be able to format the computer.
He doesn't even really want to put the thing up. You know what I mean? He's dreading using it, I think. But I think once he gets into it, he'll enjoy it.
And I love Jimmy's attitude. Jimmy's like totally bare bones and just sticks with the old Dell he has from 5 years ago.
People don't like change. I'm telling you, people do not like change.
Nope.
That's it, and that's great. I mean, it's like some of the best basketball players don't need the shoes.
If it ain't broke, why fix it?
And when we focus on sometimes too much on the equipment, we forget that really what's making us successful, what's the key to our success, is between our ears.
Yep,
that's the truth, right there.
The actual process that we've learned.
Boy, Ted dropping niggets tonight, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Shout out to Ted.
I'm philosophical lately.
Right.
That's what happens when he's not on
screen.
screen.
Just write down what happens in the trade. You will then realize that it ain't the broker, it ain't the trade. You'll find what you did in that journal. I'm telling you.
That's it.
It'll be an aha moment.
And make sure you journal, because if you don't journal, how are you going to know what you did right or wrong,
exactly,
so that you can repeat or not repeat it?
And I tell you what, I've moved a lot towards, this is interesting. I think Sergio keyed on this. I've moved a lot towards like longer term plays. And that's been, I've got my longer term plays, and I'm loving that. And then on a daily basis, I might do 1 or 2 trades, tactically to do an EWO, and that's it.
And it helps with FOMO too, right?
And it puts me in a different mindset. I'm a lot less stressed.
Dude, I'm going to do a lot more swing trading when I grow my account. I mean, seriously, it makes a lot of sense. You're not dealing with the time decay issues, and it's just, like you said, less stressful.
You can have a bad day, but you know that if you pick the right stock and you've done your homework, and you know that that the value's there, eventually it has to go up. It can't stay down forever because there's too many people that are interested in having it go up.
Look what would have happened had somebody done a 90-day out, or even like a leaps on NVIDIA from the beginning of the year. Come on, they would be so paid right now.
Mancini starts looking at it. Whenever
below 400, it was below 400.
Right. Yeah. When the stock gets cheap, people who want to buy start showing up. Right. And then whenever it runs high, I don't know why people like to run to it when it starts to run high.
Be fearful.
Once it runs high, people who want to sell, they're gonna start showing up.
Be greedy when people are afraid, and when they're greedy, be afraid.
Yeah, don't get it.
That's it.
Start looking for the 52-week lows.
Excellent show, Don. Y'all have a great night. We'll see you bright and early in the morning.
Kick ass tomorrow, and just keep on keeping on.
Keep on keeping on. Everybody have a wonderful night.
Right.
Peace and blessings.
Later.